Hey, coppers. The following podcast contains foul language, political incorrectness, humour, erotic content, and Australians. Enjoy.
All right, let's do this. Welcome to another episode of It's a Bit Shit. My name is Sam. I am one of the hosts of this show. Joining me are my fellow... I am one of the bukakers of this show. Joining me are my fellow bukakers, Aaron.
G'day.
And Peter.
LA.
And our bukaki this evening is Braydan.
Thank you guys for having me.
Are you excited to be booked on?
Look, I'm excited to see what the night holds.
Ooh,
I think it's can be exciting. The three of you either side of me.
Yeah. You've never had this much sausage surrounding you?
Not in a long time.
Yeah.
Should have brought my apron.
The gay theme's really strong on this show, just so you know.
Yeah, fair enough. Thank you guys.
That's okay.
So you're going to be
It's really not me.
comfortable.
It's mostly just Sam.
This is just me, yeah.
I'm glad you're the furthest away. I'm sure you can still reach me from here.
He can do pretty good things with his feet, so... Don't tell Pete, though. Don't tell Pete.
For fuck's sake. I wasn't ready for that.
How's everyone's week been? Good?
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Just cricket sounds.
I mean, everyone's having a bad time. That's okay.
It's my Friday, so this is always good. That's good
nice.
timing.
This is my Wednesday, so yeah, thank you.
Nice.
Sucks to be you,
Bills.
Mr. Manager.
Yeah. I got bills, so life sucks.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yay.
Yeah, true that.
Look how happy everyone is.
Yeah. Yay.
It sounds like a great time to go to our sponsor.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you feeling sad?
Have you got bills to pay?
Yeah. Forex gold.
I thought we were going to chuck into a Raid Shadow Legends.
No, we're more of a rake on E25 kind of crew. Yeah.
Yep.
Skillshare, so we can get like better jobs or something.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Maybe
Yeah.
Skillshare, yeah.
Could you just click on that with your Razer mouse? Like, yeah, it's just that sort of shit. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So, Pete, you want to play some music and we can get into this week's episode?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like that. Like, I don't announce what the episode is, but people have already clicked on this episode, so they already know what it is about.
Yeah, like, hey,
but
guys.
like, we're holding it. Oh, what are we gonna do this week, guys? What are we gonna do? Oh, fuck! We're
They'll
about to
never
find
guess.
out. Why isn't it playing anything, Peter? There we go. So, did you just? Are you like controlling the volume or something? What's going on? It's just slow. Okay.
It's touch responsive, and I'm being a light boy.
Okay. There we go. My life fades. The vision dims. All that remains are memories. I remember a time of chaos, ruined dreams, this wasted land. But most of all, I remember the road warrior, the man we called Max. To understand who he was, we have to go back to the other time, when the world was powered by neon lights and The Cure, when Marvin Gaye's estate wasn't suing everyone, and Rush were at the peak of their popularity. We have to go back to 1981. Releasing in 1981, Mel Gibson's anti-Semitism knew no bounds. He had barely had a chance to get started before Mad Max 2 took the world by storm, receiving worldwide praise for its cinematography, directing, acting, and writing. The film almost certainly started a post-apocalyptic underground fuck club movement somewhere, and went on to spawn 2 sequels, one not so good, and one quite good unless you're Aaron. So go get caught drink driving so you can blame the Jews for all the wars, because it's time for us to tell you why Mad Max Road Warrior is a bit shit.
Perfect.
Glad you enjoyed that one. I really shoot that in.
That was a wonderful intro.
And you really did get that in. Just like and that one.
Quick, change the channel.
So, like, because you like ripped like pretty much the first half of that verbatim from the first half of Mad Max, so we're gonna get copyright strike.
No, we should be fine, mate. We'll be good. Unless my accent, like, unless my really
spot on.
Australian was okay.
Yeah,
well,
that
maybe
could've
we
been
get
it.
copyright. It depends what music Peter was playing.
I feel like that was.
It's just like the same, like somehow. Like, oh, we'll press these ones. And
The
that's
waveform shape's exactly the same. Fuck.
perfect.
Oh, all right.
So Mad Max, we're doing Mad Max. Eh?
We're doing Mad
The
Max
second one.
2.
the two.
Yeah,
Not the worst one, which was clearly Fury Road. So we can all agree on that. Thank you.
Yeah, Aaron really doesn't like Fury Road.
Really?
He
It's
just
dark.
genuinely doesn't like Fury Road.
I can see him. Actually, I can see him as a Thunderdome sort of boy, though.
I barely remember Thunderdome, but it's already like better in my head because I watched it when I was like
His
5.
favourite Mad Max is the first one because it's believable and realistic.
Never said that. Those are not quotes that I said.
I saw him use quotation marks. So
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
He bunny is that, so I'm I'm starting to think maybe you did say that.
That's a quote. Aaron.
2021.
It could have happened.
Yeah.
So let's start with, do we like it?
Yeah.
Who booked somehow?
Yeah, how did we book? Did you book that accidentally?
I think maybe the
Yeah, okay.
yeah.
Cable book.
Okay, cable boo. Okay, nice. So Aaron, you liked it?
Yeah, I did like it. I thought it was great. It was so good for me to watch a movie that I had to shit on and not have to wait 2.5 hours before I can just like cry and go to sleep.
Fair enough.
It was like an hour and a half movie. I don't think we've done an hour and a half movie in fucking ages.
That's true. I don't think we have either.
But yeah, no, I liked it. It was short. It was sweet. It had Australian accents. It had over the top stupidity. Yeah, it was great.
It was a good time. Peter?
Oh, I enjoy it. I think it's such a great little film. Yeah, I've always loved it. It's 80s fuck, and that's my jam.
It's your jam.
Australian 80s.
Australian 80s cinema is just it's a special thing, isn't it? Like it is really anything from the 80s in Australia is just next level. I got some dumb shit to show you at some stage, Sam.
Excellent.
Yeah,
Wonderful.
dumb Australian films. But
Excellent. Braydan, what do you think?
Look, no, I did enjoy the movie. It's very simple, as Peter said. It's the genre of the day back then. So no, I enjoyed watching it. It did feel quite quick, but there you go. It was an hour and a half. I did not know that.
It's because it was so exciting, bro.
Yeah, it happened really quickly
the whole time.
especially when they sped everything up. But otherwise, no.
Yeah, that's how they shortened it down from like 2 hours to an hour and a half.
They
They're
just
like,
ramped that footage.
yeah, they're like, and this is 3 times speed for like 10 seconds, but like it adds up.
It certainly does.
Excellent.
It's the opposite of Snyder. It's like the polar opposite. Like
George Miller is the polar opposite of Snyder. Well, I really like it as well. I hadn't seen the film in fucking ages. Like I think maybe the last time I saw it, I was like early teens, and I'm 30 now. So it was a.
Fuck, you're old.
I know, it's crazy. I'm the oldest here. It's weird. You guys are all in your 20s, looking young and stuff.
Yeah.
Braydan actually is in his 20s. But
Not looking like it, but anyway.
Yeah, I've got any greys.
Acting
I
like I'm
can't see any
75.
greys.
No greys yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, are you in your 20s? Are you okay? Are you allowed to be on a podcast at that age?
I'm still trying to find that out.
Yeah.
He's my guardian, so.
Yeah,
when he
Sam's
leaves
in
here
charge.
tonight, he'll go home tomorrow and there'll be greys in his beard, and he'll just be like, "Oh, fuck."
our legal team is still trying to figure this out.
Yeah.
Actually,
We'll have a chat to HR and get back to you.
This episode may not air based on
Yeah.
how that goes. But no, look, I really love the film. It had been ages since I'd seen it, and I forgot just how fucking brilliant it was. It is a brilliant film. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here to talk about what's good about it, and I forgot to hit the little prompt button because I'm not used to them. But now it's time we do the...
What makes it a bit shit?
you know, you can just add them like.
I don't want to do that. I feel like it ruins
do it
the
live, it sort of
live
sets the scene.
vibe of the show.
Yeah, but
I
like,
think
you're
anyone
like,
Gets us
saying,
in the
noticed
mood,
that.
if
you
you
know.
forget one, you don't have to be like, oh, I forgot it because I'm silly Billy, so I just moved to the next one. You can just fucking add that shit in.
He could, but we
Done.
know.
Yeah, we would know. Oh, I would know. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you guys would text me like, "Hey man, I heard you added that in. You didn't actually do it." And then I'd feel really like
I don't listen to 'em.
ashamed.
I
We
don't
don't
listen to any
lie
of
to our
these.
listeners, you know.
I mean, Aaron wouldn't have
Yeah,
a
I would.
clue.
I'd have no idea.
Peter would know.
Yeah.
And then Peter would tell
Peter
you.
would let me know. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
so
you-
via proxy, I would know.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And criticism from Aaron is the hardest thing to take. Just so you all know.
It's not it's not the only thing that's hard to take from him. But yeah,
It's not the only thing that's hard to take from him. No.
The other is my sharp wit and my penis.
yeah.
Excellent. So, what makes it a bit shit? Like, I have one glaring thing, but I think we'll get to that. Let's just start at the start of the film and
Yeah.
talk about my excitement. And I know Aaron's excitement when we saw it was composed and conducted by Brian May, and then we realised it wasn't that Brian May.
Yeah,
Oh, that's really disappointing. I actually
Oh,
thought it
fuck.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah.
didn't think about that.
I
Yeah.
thought,
It was
man,
like
this guy
Brian
has
May.
done everything.
And I was like, fuck you, astronomer or whatever the fuck he is.
Yeah.
and,
Astrophysicist or something like that.
And in Queen, and he did the soundtrack, and I was like, fuck yeah. And I go to look it up, and it was like a completely different.
And like at the same time, imagine being called Brian May, a composer in the 80s.
That would be a hard time.
You would just change your name to Brian May, wouldn't you? You're like, I
just
want to
hope you're
make
doing
it, but I
phone interviews
suck.
all the time.
Yeah,
Yep,
but you'd be
I'm
like,
gonna get the job.
It's like fucking Donald Glover told people he was related to Danny Glover.
Danny Glover.
yeah, but could you imagine just being like, I've got this film and I've got Brian May doing the sound for it, and be like, fuck yeah, I'm in.
Yeah.
Like,
That was
Yeah,
the thing. That was the
But he's
draw
also
card.
Australian, so he'd start talking to people, and they'll be American, and like, I think that's a British accent, right? And like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a British dude.
I mean, he called my wife a Sheila, but like,
Yeah, he said struth a lot. What's a galah? Some English delicacy, I think. Yeah, checks out.
perfect.
Excellent. Yes, that was a bit upsetting, but it was just some old dude.
I've ruined the whole music score for me now.
Yeah.
I wasn't aware of
You,
this.
so at that time, you're like, yeah, Brian May is crushing it. And then you're like, I wasn't Brian May from Queen. You're like, that sucked.
Yeah, he brought it from like
That's what Braydan has sold on.
worst hour and a half of my life. This movie is shit. Not just a bit. It is.
Yeah, that actually really caught me because I didn't look into it. I was just like, oh, okay.
He didn't
Brian
know
May,
either.
that's sick. I'm like, because I did see Brian May's name. I'm like, that's awesome. And I was waiting for like
It was
his guitar tone at any point.
It was like right in the middle of the screen too. Like they wanted people to know Brian May was
Yeah.
in this.
Yeah, because I even said when I was watching, I'm like, oh, Brian May did this. This is sick. And then I forgot that I was
From
looking
all that like great Australian acting and
Yeah.
fast paced action.
Yeah. And 16 frames per second, man. You just get caught up in that.
Goes really quickly.
All right. What else we got?
I mean, I've got lots of things, but I don't know if
Yeah,
they're
how do you want to start
glaring.
this
Throw
today?
something else. We try to stay chronological. That's what
Okay,
we
I
try
mean,
to do.
in the first scene, there's that dead body that he uncovers in the truck.
Yep.
Yeah.
When it falls out, it looked like a watermelon with some like cherry stuck on it.
It probably.
It annoyed
I
the
think
shit
it
out of me.
was.
Yeah, I think
It was the worst.
It wouldn't have surprised me if that
Dead
was.
body I've ever seen. I know it's the 80s. I know they filmed
But
in
like,
Broken Hill.
what? Why though? Was it because like they were in the car so long? It was closed. All the heat. It just.
Okay, yeah.
I guess
A bit bloated,
because like
but
it looked
Could
fucked
do a bit
up.
better than that.
Yeah,
Especially when they flash it for like a half a second.
like bleh, and then falls out of the truck.
Pretty much,
And
yeah.
he's like, oh,
But
music
it didn't
box.
explode or anything. Could have.
Well, I thought it was fine.
You were thought it was
I
acceptable?
didn't even notice.
Yeah.
There you
Jesus
go.
Christ.
Well, that's a
I
dead
see
guy.
different things.
Yeah.
Brayden's like, well, no, I've seen a lot of dead bodies in my time, and I can tell you what, that's not what they look like when
Fortunately.
they've been sitting in the sun for a long time.
And then the music
Could have been there
box.
for weeks, you know.
Yeah, I've been working in retail for years, and I know what a dead body looks like.
It withers you down, you know.
I see it every day in the mirror.
Put on a smile. Put on a smile. Put on a smile.
You're worth this. You're worth it.
I mean, in the same scene, that was when we get introduced to like the B villain, which is the
Yeah.
dude who gets his friend.
Isn't he more like
dies.
the A? Even though he's like a,
He
like
transitions.
he's not
humongous? How humongous is the?
He's the main
He's
villain.
the main
yeah.
dude.
But
He's the leader.
But he's not the main villain because like shitty mohawk arseless chaps is clearly the main villain. He's not in a tier. He's not higher up in the villain hierarchy.
Yeah, well, he
But
is because
he's-
he loses his shit, and then humongous like gets the chain on him and shit like that.
I
and
know what
reins
you're
him in.
saying there, but like
But he's like the main.
he's the main
He
villain.
appears on the screen.
He's
way
like
more.
the guy that like everyone's like, oh, Mad Max and him are gonna fight or have sex. I'm not sure how this movie goes yet.
Oh, they've had sex.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And it went one way.
He does give him that look, doesn't
Yeah, especially like when like
With that bitch that
Yeah.
sits on the back of his bike the whole movie.
yeah,
I
not
wrote-
even the whole movie,
not
like
even
the
the
first
whole-
half.
he? Yeah.
I basically in that same scene, I wrote the two on the motorcycle look like they just came from an underground fuck club and were denied cummies because they look really pissed, and that guy, like you said, is pouting the whole time.
Yeah, he was just like full pout like this whole part of the movie.
I didn't get my load, and I'm really upset about that.
Yeah.
He just looked like a skinny
Exactly how it would
Australian.
sound.
How nice would it be though? Just think about it, like on the back of a motorcycle, like holding on to the guy in front of you. He's got arseless chaps on. You're just sitting there like, hey, bud. Like, what a great time, honestly.
All right. You know what Pete's doing right now? He's trying to remove the feedy peedy thing. He's like, I'd rather people think I'm like a bit
I'm
gay.
an ass guy. I don't even think I'm an ass guy.
than a feed guy.
On a bike, feet rubbing against each other. I don't know.
It just the song wouldn't make sense. Foodie pooty and his ass. See, like it is. Look,
And chapless ass.
no, it doesn't make sense. Also like the little like wrist crossbows kind of fucked me off as well.
Why?
It's just like
'Cause
a
he doesn't have
stupid
one.
fucking invention.
It's a thing, though, isn't it? I've seen it in a lot
Is
of
it?
I
like
don't know
a
how
lot
well
of
it
pop
would
culture.
work, though.
Yeah, I see it in pop culture, but I'm like, how effective could that be?
I guess we're gonna
Because
have
it
to
like
find out.
goes far and it fucks people up.
Yeah.
There's plenty of weapons in this movie that probably do more than they should, though.
Yeah,
We'll get to that.
100%.
I think I know where both you two are going with that. Then we move on to the. So from there, have you guys got anything else? The next scene for me is the gyrocopter.
Gyrocopter guy. Yeah.
It's a mad set of titties on the
that's like
Yeah,
the first
yeah.
thing I noticed. And then I was like, what's that attached
It's
to?
weird because we're all women, so I don't know why we noticed that first.
Yeah.
It's like a man.
I
thing.
like to
Yuck.
appreciate.
I think because we're
my-
comparing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's got to be.
Men.
Yeah.
our feminine beauty with its feminine beauty, and then we're all beautiful. Is what I gathered.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
It's pretty cute, Aaron.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Didn't notice that first.
No, I didn't notice them two guys' booties. No.
Bigger duties.
I had to say that in my hillbilly.
But how good is his security system though? Just like a snake, bro. How good's that? Like, everyone should just have snakes.
I like
Straight.
how he's faster than a snake. It's
Yeah,
like-
I loved it.
He's like, I'm so mad. My mad is speed.
Oh, quick fella, hey, quick fella.
Where did he put it to when he was on the gyrocopter? Was he like packing it in his pants?
Yeah.
Trying to steal
yeah,
girls?
he's
No, he's got it in his hand, doesn't he? 'Cause he drops it on the.
Yeah, but
The snake grenade. That's later.
That comes out way later.
Oh, does it? No.
He could pant it. You know,
I mean,
pant snake, packing some schmeat. Just
Maybe
Yeah,
it's just
zip
happy
it
to
around.
like wrap itself around there and just be like getting swung around like.
rips it like a Beyblade.
Pete's turned Mad Max into a cute kids cartoon.
Just a snake just on the gyrocopter. Just
And just so you guys are aware, this is what children does to you. Yeah. You start imagining things as animation and they're cute and fun.
Just imagine them back to adult, and they're just 4,000-year-olds stuck.
It's not Bluey, Peter. Okay, fuck off.
Louis is sick, bro.
Also filmed in Broken Hill.
Just so you guys know, we have a New South Wales native on the show, Braydan.
Wait, are you sure? I thought it was Brisbane somewhere. Yeah, it was sunny.
Also filmed in Broken Hill.
Brisbane is also filmed in Broken Hill.
Outback New South Wales, everyone.
I found it a bit like stupid that as soon as like old mate gets like attacked by the dog and gets tackled to the ground, gyrocopter captain. As soon as that happens, he just like gives up this information that he has about this gas place. Like
Yeah.
the first thing, it's like,
Well, no,
gas!
it's
I
like-
got lots of gas.
I mean,
Well,
he
like
was
he
gonna
gets
be
jumped
killed,
on,
though.
and like Mel Gibson has a knife to his throat. At that stage, I'd
Yeah,
be
but-
like, this guy's unhinged. I've seen the voice calls that he left his wife.
And the police.
Like, I know what this guy's capable of. Like, yeah, there's gas. Don't worry about it.
Fun fact though, because I did a little bit of reading.
I heard what he called Winona Ryder,
Yeah.
oven dodger.
Oh Jesus Christ! Fucking Mel Gibson, what a lad. That dog apparently really liked the gyrocopter actor, so like they had to add all this like aggressive sounds to the soundtrack because it just wanted to play with him the whole time. That's all that dog wanted to do.
Look, we're not gonna go too deep into the dog until we actually have to, and then Aaron's gonna give us some really wholesome story about the dog.
Yeah,
as
just
well.
to make everyone feel
the rescue
better.
dog.
But Peter,
Sorry.
it's quiet time right now.
Sorry.
We'll get there. Okay.
Okay.
God, you're such a bully. Does anyone else have anything around? I was just bothered by how quickly he gave up the information. It just seemed like silly.
Well, I mean, like he did like have Mel, like, because like he was going to kill Mel Gibson essentially.
Yeah.
And so like when the tables turned, he was like, "Well, I'm dead." So I
I
got
need to
one way
start
to
selling
save
myself.
Yeah,
Yeah, he also
I got one
comes
way to
across
save me.
as a coward. So like,
Yeah.
Ah,
quick to see.
slimy, slithery son of a bitch.
Yeah, when he's like
Oven
yeah,
dodger.
Alvin Dodger.
he's a- when his animal spirit is a snake, like he's gonna give it up pretty quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, his
I
one
just-
trick was flawed.
I thought it was Mel Gibson that hit someone with a phone, but it must have been Russell Crowe.
That was Russell Crowe.
He
Yeah,
threw
yeah,
the
he
phone at like
absolutely-
a concierge
Yeah, okay.
in a hotel.
Can't wait to.
But it was like a
Russell Crowe film.
3310, so fuck, assault with a deadly weapon.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because it was back in the day, like 2003.
like that person has like a concussion. Probably lost the battle like a good 6 months in because those phones were hefty.
Yeah, yeah.
I saw
Indestructible.
I saw this interview with him, and he said that watching the South Park episode about
Fighting around the world.
world.
Fighting around the world.
Well, because it was based on him being.
Hey, Chugga!
he said that watching that video made him realize that, like, I got to calm down and stop being such a cunt to people. Like watching that, he was just like,
find cancer, so I found someone with cancer.
yeah. Apparently, after watching that, he was like, all right, I got to fucking calm down because these cunts are like ripping me apart for this bit.
I'm sorry, I've got one more. Where he goes like, oh my god, it's Russell Crowe. And he's like, oh my god, it's Russell Crowe. He goes up and tries to fight the little girl.
We could just have an episode where we quote South Park the whole time.
Yeah, and Aaron's able to do all of their voices.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, yep.
Matt,
If we ever do like Team America or something, maybe we should just get like a Matt Stone, Trey Parker fan fiction.
Oh yeah,
It's just Matt and Trey banging.
that'd be spicy.
bad.
Anyway, back to the movie.
Yeah.
So my next point was the dog holding the trigger to the gun. Whilst I know
fucking-
it's not loaded, even if it was, that is not smart.
That's so good though.
It's great. It's hilarious. I love it. But it's like anyone he does that with is dead. If there was actually shells, like he'd go over a pothole and that string would gain tension and that trigger would pull so quickly because that thing's already cocked. Like you can see the trigger's back. It's not a big pull to make a bloke go boom.
Have you not realised that it's a good boy?
Would have been spicy.
It is such a good boy.
The scene in Pulp Fiction.
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
Yes, just like the Pulp Fiction. Yes.
Is that Pulp Fiction or is that?
That's Pulp Fiction.
Pulp Fiction, yeah. With the guy in the back of the car. And he's like,
I always got that part, or for some reason I always thought it was Reservoir Dogs, that part.
Because
I
Quentin
think-
Tarantino probably has, he's in it. So
It's
it's
got something to do with it.
yeah.
I remember watching I think Reservoir Dogs, and I was like, "What? Doesn't his head fucking explode in this bit?"
No, they just cut the ears off in that one.
Yeah, I fucking love that bit too. I mean, spoilers, guys.
Yeah.
Spoiler.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we should start saying spoiler alerts. That everyone. Someone actually said something on one of, I don't know who it was, but one of the comments was like, "Oh, guys, spoilers."
I mean, if you
feel
haven't
like
seen
Something
the
that we
movie,
put out, like,
Everything's in the 80s, man. Like,
but not even that. Like,
If you're watching
You've had plenty
something,
of time.
yeah, like you're like, "Oh, this looks like a good one. I've never seen this movie, so I'll listen to this podcast
Yeah.
about it, about why it's shit, and then I'll watch it." Hey, guys, fucking spoilers!
fuck
I
off.
was gonna watch that.
don't base your opinions off our podcast on whether we should watch it or not.
Yeah, look, we're not good at.
No, we think
recommending
everyone
anything.
should base their opinions off what we say.
yeah.
And
Because
they should-
obviously we're very intelligent.
I think to an extent that we're actually good reviewers because even when we really like a film, we still say it, but we're just able to make fun of it. But when a film is shit, we fucking tear it apart.
Honest
Yeah.
reviews
Yeah.
only.
yeah.
It's
Like,
very
pretty
honest. Yeah.
Mad Max Fury Road.
What is
Garbage
your gripe
movie.
with that?
Now look, we'll get there.
we'll
okay?
get
We're gonna
there.
do
There's another
we're gonna do
probably-
Fury Road
there's
because
another
it's
episode
a
there.
brilliant film. It's a
got that
brilliant
We'll
on
probably
film.
get there and I'm like, all right, Aaron clearly hates this one. I'm like, nah, it wasn't that bad.
After watching it again,
Watching it
yeah.
again, it was actually pretty good.
I think it's just like the state of mind I was in. Like, it's not bad.
Yeah. Sorry, just real quick. Are you excited for the Furiosa standalone film?
No,
That was a yes. I could see it in your eyes.
no, I'm not, because it's not a Mad Max film. What would that? Is it a past, present, future? What is it?
I have no idea.
Oh.
I haven't looked into it. I was just
So you
asking.
just click. You got click.
checking to see if you were keen on the Furiosa film that they've been working on for like the last 3 years.
They've been working on it.
Yeah.
She did Fast 9. How's this bit doing?
She's
I mean, they've been
busy girl.
developing.
They need to do like a Mad Max.
She did Fast 9. Her whole schedule had to be cleared so she could do Fast 9.
She's in a glass cage for a very long time. Do you know how hard it was to cut like a simple Jack haircut on her? Devastatingly long.
They need to do like a Mad Max with Mel Gibson again, though. It's like an old Mad Max. That'd be sick as fuck.
That would be hard because after everything I read about him today, he's like blacklisted in Hollywood. No one will work with him.
Didn't he just
But he
release
can
a movie like?
He can publish his own films. Like he's
Yeah,
that
exactly.
wealthy.
He can do his own
So-
crappy, terrible films,
didn't
but
he
he
make
can't
one,
do his
like-
own Mad Max. He doesn't own those rights.
Didn't you do a Santa one like where he goes and like?
Bad Santa.
Yeah, he
haven't
did some
seen that
Santa
yet.
film. I haven't seen that
And
yet.
like,
though.
and
I'm
he
waiting
did-
for
he
Christmas.
goes to kill Santa.
Yeah, or
No,
something.
he is Santa.
He is Santa.
Yeah.
And he
And
kills
so-
people.
yeah.
I guess. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but like the ad made it seem like he was Santa and kill people.
No, yeah, he's
And like Santa's pissed.
come for you, fat man. He's like,
It's called Fat Man. That's
You're
what
not.
it is.
Yeah.
You're not the first one. It's just like, I need to see this film. Yeah.
Yeah, like that just sounds fucking amazing. It's like he can
Yeah.
make us all the fucking movies, and he's like,
I kind of want to see that movie now. I haven't seen that yet. I totally forgot about it. It's got to be out by now.
Yeah,
Right?
it is.
I'm
Absolutely,
waiting.
yeah.
I'm waiting
Batman.
for Christmas to watch it though, because I feel like it's a Christmas film.
movie.
Yeah.
But our Christmas movie is going to be...
That is-
Yeah, but
I
again,
can't
it's
talk
just
about it.
I'm
based-
allowed to watch films away from this podcast.
Excuse me?
Did we agree on that?
Yeah, I don't think we agreed on that.
My wife is definitely like, I'm like, I need to watch this film. She's like, fuck. Like, Why can't we just watch this?
Do you guys remember watching things for fun and not just to shit on it?
Do you know what's really hard? Watching a film for fun and not shitting on it.
I haven't watched a film. I have all these movies that I've acquired, and I'm like, I can't wait to watch this. That I'll just keep putting off because I don't want to shit on it.
It's turned into this thing like, I know you do it because I do it, and at gigs. You go to like see like a big live band, and as musos, we'll like start commenting on like things they're doing wrong, or like the sound setup, or I wouldn't do this like that, or I don't know why they're doing this.
Yeah.
So you go to like a venue with
We
like
go to a gig
10,000 people,
to see a band that we want to enjoy, and we criticize it. Yeah,
and everyone's like,
100%.
everyone's like in this big love puddle of music, and you're just on the side, just going like, "Do you hear that? Yeah, reverb."
So much that like
that
one of the
speaker array is
costs.
angled wrong. It's getting too much reflections from this side of the room.
The last gig that Sam, the big gig that Sam and I went to, one of the mic stands broke, so I took it off the stage. 'Cause I was like,
We were like at the front.
me.
We were at the front of the fucking stage, and the stand broke, and Peter like reaches over, grabs the stand, and puts it on the ground, and the singer of the band looks down and gives Peter a little wink, like cheers, Cobb.
Yeah, it was just like that's got to be annoying. Like move that out of the way, and he comes and gets it later. Like,
He's like, "Thanks, mate," and you're like, "No worries. I wasn't going to beat someone to death with it." Like,
yeah, it just annoyed me. It was broken in front of me, so I got rid of it.
So anyway, my point is that we're sort of like doing that with films now. Like when you watch a film, I'm sort of thinking about sometimes, but I found like when we watched like the new Suicide Squad, I sort of went into it and watching things, and I'm like, well, that's kind of a bit shit.
yeah, I haven't watched it because like everyone's like, "Oh, it's so good," and I'm like, I don't want to ruin this movie.
It's okay. You just kill that. If you kill that expectation of it's so good, you'll be fine.
Okay.
Because it's not amazing. It isn't.
Yeah, but
it's good.
You guys just don't like DC movies.
No, but it's good in comparison to all the other DC movies. It's not like people when they said Wonder Woman was good or Aquaman was good compared to other DC movies. It's genuinely on like a Marvel level of good film, but it's like a
Marvel like
crappier
Thor
Marvel
3 or like Marvel like Thor 2.
I would say the first Thor. I'd say put on the level
Okay,
of the
that's
first.
not bad.
Thor. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah.
The first Wonder Woman film wasn't too shabby. The second one was.
Look, we're talking about Mad Max.
I know.
Sorry, Brayden.
Braden's like,
I haven't seen any of these films. You told me to watch one of them.
Now you guys are just talking about it yourselves.
Yeah,
Stop
look,
being so
Wonder Woman doesn't
self-indulgent and
interest me.
engage me.
I'll watch Batman. That's about it from the DC universe.
Yeah, they're good movies.
Yeah.
Good movies.
The Nolan Batman.
Yeah, only Nolan though.
Ah, fuck it, all of them. All of them are good. Jack
me a bit
Nicholson.
Nolan.
good.
So my next
All the
point on the
music's so
film
good.
Yeah.
is like he just keeps chains in his car.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Chains.
it's the apocalypse. You definitely keep
You gotta
checking.
carry
Yeah, okay,
everything.
yeah.
Yeah, I found a chain. I will keep that chain.
It's just like that's
not
just like
the first
fully
person.
chained. It's not. It's like ankles and wrist chain.
My
Like, it's a
biggest thing
full-
was where he was finding all his dog food.
I did
mean-
write down the dog
What
food
was that? There was a bit of trivia that you were talking about, Aaron.
No, I don't believe there was.
Or something about the dog food. What dinky die? What does that mean? It's
I
just-
couldn't tell you.
That's right.
something- Dinky die means like it's good in Australia. That's what
Yeah,
it means. It's like
that's
good
it.
value or
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah.
Is that what
Yeah,
you're saying?
Allegedly.
Yeah.
I would say if something's dinky diets.
I just like
Overall,
very
that's
rarely.
good
That's
value.
Australian
I
slang
just
trivia.
like I've rarely heard people say that, and their Internet Movie Database like, here's a bit of trivia. Every Australian says this, and you're like, oh, cool.
As they're riding their
Oh, I
kangaroos
didn't
down the
know
street.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. And you can get in their pouch, and you can get from Cairns to Perth in 4 hours. Like, you
Which
can't-
is like 12 hops.
yeah, bomb, fucking there.
Boom, bow, boom, bow,
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be great. I want to animate that sound. Boom, bow, fucking there.
Top of Queensland, a fucking like WA.
I feel sorry for any like one who thinks all these things about Australia and then comes here and they're just like, oh, this is just like home, but they speak with a stupid accent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're a little bit rougher. We're a little bit rougher.
A bit more loose.
No, we look rougher.
True. All right, so if we go any further, I've got my first actual gripe with the film.
Hey.
All right. Well, my next gripe is the fact that he says guzzling and not gasoline. Did you notice that?
who
Gyro
says-
Captain?
Oh.
He goes, yeah, they got gasoline there. That's what they say. Gasoline,
Yeah.
not gasoline. I don't know if that it really bothered me. I don't know. It's not
I mean-
gasoline, it's gasoline.
No one in Australia calls it that anyway.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Fuel, bro. It's fuel.
It's
Me a bit of petrol.
Petrol.
Yeah.
Sniff
Petrol.
Yeah.
Petroleum.
Pour it into a bag with some bread, let it filter out,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
have a sip.
All right, one. That's metho.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Okay, I don't live on the street, Aaron.
Yeah, but you live
You can
south
tell
side,
you
so
haven't
you
been
think-
homeless before. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
This guy hasn't gone thirsty.
$8 for a bottle of meth, though.
Keep it going for days.
Bunnings special.
Max special.
$8. I remember when it was $4 a bottle. This is outrageous. I'm quitting. I'm never drinking again.
Imagine that was what got you to stop drinking. Like, the price of meth, though, goes up. You're like, well, that's it. I'll
Too
quit.
rich for me.
Yeah, $8. $8. You know how expensive bread is? I have to buy that and bread.
That's $10.
Actually, yeah, you got to think about that too, don't you?
No one
The
ever
price
thinks
of
about
bread.
that. No one ever thinks about that.
Do you reckon it depends, like, if you use white or multigrain? Like, if you use a different, like,
like
colour
I'm going to
bread?
be able to afford multigrain.
Oh, yeah, you got to go full
$8.
white servo.
Okay,
bread.
manager. Like,
yeah.
calm the fuck down.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you use, like, a higher grain of bread, do you think the...
No, I feel like it would come apart. You need that like mass-produced shitty white bread with all the
Yeah.
sugars to help bind it together,
Yeah,
like
sticky.
an actual filter.
Yeah.
So I read somewhere.
Yeah. Please don't try that at home, anyone. If you're doing it tough, save up a bit more. Buy a six-pack of beer. It's better. I promise.
If you're doing it tough, drink different alcohol.
Please don't go to
Yeah, don't like
This
that.
message is supported by the Queensland Government, Canberra. Doing it tough. Stop drinking meth, though.
Yeah. First tip.
What's your first thing? Go on,
Okay.
Pete.
All right. So he's watching the marauders essentially like circling the fucking the gas station trying to get in. It's like, how much gas are you cunts wasting driving around this fucking gas thing for hours?
Yeah, just
being
doing
like,
donuts.
give us your fuel cunt. Give us your fuel cunt. Give us your fuel cunt. And he's like,
To be fair, it's mostly motorcycles that are going around.
Oh,
They
there's a
don't
few
use much
dune
fuel.
buggies
and shit
There's
like
a few,
that.
but-
yeah, but it's still a bit of fuel.
It's a bit
really.
excessive from the scooter gang.
Yeah.
Let's be honest.
Rap, rap.
Yeah.
Rap.
And like after a like a big day of driving around a motorbike around that with chapless pants for hours, like you, fuck man,
You'd get a lot of sand. Let a lot of sand in there.
You have a sand rash on those
yeah,
cheeks for sure.
those poor assholes.
I think they were probably a little rougher, those assholes, from all of the like the gay sex that I didn't
Just
realize was in
calloused.
this fucking movie.
Yeah, I didn't realize how much.
This is a very homoerotic movie.
It really is. I never picked up on it before until now.
I don't even looking for it.
Oh, so
He's
you
like,
knew-
fuck, this is a straight man's movie. A fucking arseless chaps, man. They are the fucking sexiest thing. Like, Monica really
Do you know
likes
what's
them.
more? Yeah. Do you know what's really brutal? Arseless chaps. Only the hard cunts have them, bro.
Yeah, they were definitely.
But yeah, I thought that was stupid. Like they're spending so like when you just have. I think I wrote something like, "What? Yeah, that's right. Why didn't they just use camels with like mounted guns on their humps? Like, come on, gun."
Because they had camels too. In one scene, they had like
Yeah.
camels there
Get fucked. Where?
in the actual fuel silo. So like they were around.
I feel like if they're on camels, though, they're easier to shoot. Because camels don't go that fast.
Oh, camels can get pretty fucking
I
fast.
know camel can go pretty fucking fast, but camel can't go motorbike fast.
I mean,
They're
should
also
there be-
susceptible
But all
to
they had on that,
flamethrowers.
They're also susceptible to flamethrowers.
Yeah, but they're
and
also
stuff.
smart enough to stop
They-
going into the fire.
yeah, they had flamethrowers and like an arrow. They didn't have like machine guns or anything like that. So I mean, you could get like close enough to be annoying without wasting fuel.
Could make it work. But
Yeah.
it would really hurt with your arseless chaps on a camel.
Yeah, no, they've got that big water hump. Like, don't worry about it.
Yeah, just
So you
keep
reckon?
going. Yeah,
More motion in
Sit
the
in
ocean on
between.
that bad boy.
Yeah, right.
I suppose, and your ass would just go over the hump.
Yeah. You could put a bit of like broken tire or some shit on there to like cushion out your ass.
True.
Yeah, they'd have a lot of
Supposed
tires
to
in
see.
there.
Yeah, tire fashion. It's a good time.
Speaking of fashion, did you notice that half of them were dressed like they were in the Village People about to do the YMCA?
Yes.
It had like
Well,
the...
Here's some trivia.
Oh,
I got
Here we
trivia
go.
too. Let's see if you.
You go, you
no,
go.
no. Let's see if we can join forces.
Oh,
I think.
okay.
You guys both went through the same thing.
Yeah, probably. I
into
think we
movie
did.
database.
We usually do, yeah.
The costume designer got a lot of their stuff from like secondhand store, thrift stores, and S&M.
shops. It was black leathers and Indian outfits.
And
Like,
how fucking hot would that be?
When we actually talk about that,
Oh.
Max wears a leather jacket.
Yeah.
You aren't wearing a fucking leather jacket. Like at nighttime, I get it because it can get cold in the desert and shit like that on the outback.
Yeah.
But during the day,
Yeah.
Wait, we got a fun fact for this. It was fucking freezing the entire time. They were all fucking freezing.
Anytime Mel Gibson wasn't like filming, he was like rugged up and just like fucking frozen.
There's a whole bunch of scenes where like you'll
Even
see
during
them,
the day.
Yeah, you'll see them
during the
pull
day.
off the.
So they filmed through winter?
They did film through winter.
Yeah, okay.
Because it wouldn't rain. It'd be wet season if not, and it'd be flooded out through there. So
It rained actually for a week.
They had to
There.
wait
Yeah.
for all the grass
Yeah.
to die, so it was
Yeah.
just sand.
yeah. So there's a bunch.
Fucking
There's
hell.
a few scenes there, and you'll
Australia.
see them like just rip. Like it'll flick to them, and you just watch them rip off like a doona or something off them. There's a few scenes like that, and they'll be like,
Yeah. Haha, I've been hot this whole time.
yeah. I'm like, the weather doesn't affect me and my cold booty.
My whole thing was like Australian outback is where it's supposed to be set, and it would be fucking hot.
No, apparently not there.
Yeah, it
Gets
does
cold.
seem like it would because it's in the fucking desert, but like apparently like it was fucking cold.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they were all
And
freezing.
Old mate with his arseless chaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bum barometer.
Yeah, bum barometer.
Sorry.
It
Yeah.
was the nickname that who's the director again?
Mel Gibson gave him that.
Oh, I thought it was the director.
George
but yeah.
Miller.
Yeah, I thought it was, but like, yeah, one of them gave him that, and every time his ass got purple, like invisible purple, they'd be like, "All right, everyone into this bus so we can warm up."
That was the yardstick.
Old mate's ass is purple, so we got to fucking dip into this bus and we just get into a huddle.
That's amazing. That's actually amazing.
I'm so glad we have the same trivia. This is great. We
Yeah.
can double team these
Yeah.
two all night.
Oh yeah, get double teamed. That's a dream of Sam's.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing this out there. I was so in love with this dog for the whole film.
Yeah.
Oh, what a good
How
boy.
Such a good boy. Such
Good
a
boy.
good fucking dog.
Named Dog.
Named dog, a dog named Dog.
Actually, I've got another.
The other, sorry, really quick. The other thing I really wanted to just call out: good boy, very good boy. But also, I've written literally, if we ever make an action film, boys, it's got to be 100% practical. I fucking love this film for its practical effects.
Yeah, it's so
they're
good.
fucking amazing. Like, especially because it was a pretty, like, it wasn't a tiny budget, but it wasn't a massive budget either.
No.
10 times the amount of the first one.
Yeah,
They,
it just set on a road with a house and a couple of motorbikes.
So apparently they had to. So the reason why they created the gyrocopter character was so that they could force the studio to let them have a helicopter to shoot the gyrocopter.
Yeah, nice.
Because they weren't going, like, you don't have the funding for that. You don't have the funding. Well, we've got to go with the gyrocopter. We need to have, like, vision of what he's seeing and stuff. They're like, oh, fine. Have fucking money for a helicopter. Like, they had to, like, force that in. It's just like, that's so sneaky.
I'm glad that character's forced in because for the fan fiction, he also gets forced in.
Okay, it kind of fell to the other one before, but I must have brought it up later. When he's eating dog food, when we all talked about the dinky die thing, but you're eating dog food. That's got to be not nice, right? Like,
I guess
I mean, it's not that bad.
I mean,
Yeah, but the dinky dye stuff
dinky
didn't look
die
too good.
couldn't.
I mean,
It was
it's
moist at
It's
least.
dinky dye like the BMW,
Yeah,
like the black
Yeah.
and white, like gold series stuff from RGA.
yeah. But there was clearly rabbits everywhere. So wouldn't you just be like, I'm getting a rabbit? Like,
It's pretty fucking hard to catch a rabbit. You know what? I was playing Minecraft the other night, trying to kill a rabbit, and they're fast little fuckers. They're not easy to kill. All right.
yeah, but if you're in an interceptor, just run over.
That uses fuel. This is what
Yeah.
the whole movie's about, Peter.
Fuel your hunger.
But then, as you've already pointed out, they excessively waste gasoline in this film.
Yeah.
Sure do.
Oh God, I don't understand what I wrote there. The shot really.
I think you're on the same point. He's trying to get the shotgun back in his holster. You see that?
Yeah.
And he gets up from the camp when he sees like the guys coming around the corner to rape that woman, and he like tries to get the shotgun back in his holster as he's walking around. Clearly, it's not easy to get in there because for the whole scene, he's not getting the holster in there.
Yeah.
It's not a bit shit. It's just something that I noticed.
It's just funny. Fun fact.
That rape scene was a little intense without being that intense. Like, it was intense without showing a lot.
Yeah.
Do you know what ruined it for me though? Old mate with wearing a fucking cricket glove. Like,
He's gonna go play a couple of games afterwards, man.
and it's like a brand new cricket glove too. Like, and like it was a white one, so you know that if you were in the desert, it just instantly be like shit.
Yeah,
dirty.
red.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, I need you take me back. I'll get the. I think it's the guy that got shot actually was wearing a cricket glove. I'm like, that's really handy. Like doing anything other than holding a cricket bat. Like,
Yep.
Like, I'm gonna shoot this gun.
Awkward.
I'm gonna like do anything.
I'm gonna rape this chick.
Yeah, glove. Like,
I can't grab anything.
it's my good hand.
Braydan, what were your thoughts on the rape scene?
Look,
This is your time to shine.
this
by
is
the
my
way.
time to shine. I didn't think it was dark enough. Especially given the view through the telescope.
Given the post-apocalyptic setting.
Exactly. I mean, they could have gone full Clockwork Orange. But
Jesus Christ.
yeah, and there's lots
You
of
just wanted
raiders.
20. Like I wanted 20 minutes. for
Hey,
this,
dude,
like.
don't kink shame. Pete.
Yeah, sorry.
Don't
Look,
kink shame
sorry.
our guest.
We all
Boo-hoo,
want
his
a
yum
big
yum.
Yeah.
party.
I love that saying.
No, and there's enough raiders that could have happened, but no, the director obviously didn't go that direction.
It's probably funding. They spent all of it on a fucking helicopter. And
$5 million doesn't go very far, obviously. So that was the budget, or around there.
The budget was $5 million.
4.5.
Yeah, that's fucking insane. But I mean, I know that there's not a lot of different sets in the film. Like, it really is one set for pretty much the whole film. There's the gas town, and then there's the outback.
That one road, they reused the same one road like several times.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I wonder where they are. Oh, it's the same road again.
There's just no truck on it this time.
And they even had like a rock like in one spot, and you like, fucking there it is.
But that's a fucking solid film on that budget. Holy shit.
Shoestring budget.
I did not know it was that small. I was thinking like 20.
They mustn't have paid the actors anything.
Yeah. Yeah. Fucking oath.
I mean, there's probably only in total 30 people.
Yeah, and like Mel Gibson probably got what, 200 grand probably. It would have been a second film for him.
Oh, was that? I thought okay. I didn't know it was that early in his career. I know he's quite
Well,
young
he
in
was,
that
he
one.
was
but-
completely unknown in America at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Which is why Mad Max 1 only had like a limited
Release.
theater
And,
release.
and also why in the States it was just called Road Warrior.
Yeah,
Because they didn't
This is basically the
Yeah.
first one.
they didn't want to say it was a sequel to anything. They just wanted to avoid the fact that it was actually a sequel
why
and
they-
wanted to put it out like it was a brand new film that gave a little bit of backstory at the start as to why he's mad.
And why is Max?
While the world's broken.
Can we talk about one thing before we move on to we've got through the rape scene, a couple of other things.
Are
there,
you
but-
okay with that? Do you want to go back to that a bit more? Or?
I don't need to touch on it again.
You sure?
You good?
Yeah, very good. Thank you.
I just want to really quickly draw attention to the fact that Mad Max's actual name, and I'm just going to ruin this for everybody
I
here,
hated you
is
telling me this.
Max Rockatansky.
Fuck yeah.
That's his actual name.
That's pretty
the
Jewish.
character's actual
That's
name.
a pretty Jewish name. For,
Rockatansky.
I said the exact same thing off like, when we weren't recording. I was like, that is a pretty Jewish name.
It's because of that last name of his character that the Passion of the Christ got made. We can blame George Miller for this. Okay.
Jesus.
Fuck, we need to do the Passion of the Christ at some point,
I've
boys.
never seen it.
Neither have I.
I'll pass on that episode.
Okay.
You want to come do that with us?
I've got like when they show up at the door, like once he's got in and stuff like that. Did you guys have anything before that?
No.
I was just gonna say, like, how much has the Lord Marauder? He's just been ruined for me. The second I saw him, I pissed myself from just watching Rick and Morty. Too
Oh
much.
yeah, the Rick and Morty thing.
like the Rick and Morty, the season 3 episode.
Yeah, where it's got the dude from Community. It's got Jeff Winger from Community as the voice of him.
Yeah.
I'm missing I'm totally forgetting this.
When they
right
go
now.
to that post-apocalyptic world and Summer gets married to him, and they start because he wants to steal the power source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Just
don't remember
that.
it that well, but
Yeah,
I
it's
know
just-
it, yeah.
They took the mask off. It's like, well, I really want to know what you look like under the mask. And he's just got this little mustache. Like,
In normal face with a fucking like
Yeah,
weird
legit.
nose.
So
mustache.
I noticed that underneath the mask, there's some red eyebrows there.
yeah, he's a ranger for
Tells
sure.
me that guy's a ranger,
Yeah.
which actually makes me glad that the mask is on.
Are we talking about Humongous?
Yes.
Yeah,
humongous.
Lord.
He's Swedish in real life. I've read this
In
about
real
him.
life, he's Swedish.
Swedish. He was a Swedish powerlifter.
A redhead Swede.
I don't know if he's a redhead. I don't think so.
Oh,
So
it
he
looks
is,
a bit
he
red.
is Swedish.
Unless it was just like,
So are you
Dust.
both just like saying, yeah, he's a redhead just because you saw a little bit of ginge
I
in
could
his
see
in his
ginge in the
brow?
brows. I could see the ginge
But
in the
Braydan's
brows.
the only one that's gone like
Actually
he's actually
knows.
from.
Look,
from
they could have
Sweden.
been blonde and it could have just been dirt from the desert.
from the desert.
From the desert, yes.
Pretty red out there.
Yeah.
Outback Australia.
Back in Australia, that could have been what it is. Yeah, that could have been it.
yeah, but I just pissed myself. I couldn't handle it. And then we started talking.
Yeah,
I
all
was
I
just
could start
still
thinking,
laughing.
all I could think was fucking the like season 4 or 5 of South Park.
Just walk away.
Where, yeah, just
Walk away. We will spare your life.
Yeah, it's like
Just
Butters doing it.
Walk away. Well, damn, Buzz, really good at this.
That's all I could think about. He wasn't a very like. I think we had this conversation before, but like, he wasn't a very good villain. He stood out because he looks like Jason.
Pretty much, yeah. He had the coolest vehicle, but he wasn't super imposing in the speeches that he gave, I guess.
Yeah, he wasn't terrifying. There was nothing scary. I
No.
found, as we all said, we all found the other guy with the mohawk more. Of
Yeah,
a
but
villain.
he just,
But he
he
just
did choke him
laughed
out though.
and
He's like,
screamed.
yeah, you bad boy. Check that, you
No
bad
dialogue
boy.
is
Check that,
sometimes
bad boy.
scarier.
Yeah.
Also, Max's plan to bring the guy back who's got 2 arrows embedded in him to get gas is pretty flawed from the start.
Yeah. I mean, it's desperate, but I guess that's...
I guess he hoped he made it on the way back. He didn't really care what happened to him after then.
But it's really desperate. It's like, I'll lose my car and my dog and all my shit to try and get gas from this guy who's near death.
But if he made it, it would have been
If he
clear
made it.
cut and dry.
That's a big risk that he took.
It was a
Well, he-
contract. He made a contract
exactly
with him that died
And
with
the
him.
dude died. Spoiler.
Yeah.
Yeah, spoiler alert.
Spoiler.
Cricket glove man dies.
He's not the raper, though.
No. That's what I was trying to say. Like, the guy who got fucked up was cricket glove man.
Yeah.
No, I did not click.
Do you
I
think
thought
the
you were
guy-
saying the guy who was raping was wearing...
Nah.
Yeah.
It
Do you
was
think the guy
who
in
got fucked up.
the little village that started crying when they found out the girl died was brother or lover?
Yes.
both.
Yes. Yeah, that was definitely
I
a
hope
both.
this comes up in the fan
I
fiction.
thought it was son,
It was
but
both.
anyway.
No, it will not.
It was both.
Both?
It was brother
and lover.
and son.
Brother and lover.
And son.
Blother. It's the blother.
It's all of it combined to one. It's like one of those transformers that you can get to. Well, it makes one big guy.
Yeah.
Yes.
The next line I have, which is sort of a throwback to Timmy, is not giving the child actor lines. Smart.
Yeah, if
So that child actor was
if
awful,
only-
and if he had lines, it would have been so much
he
worse.
had lines. It was
Maybe it was the child of the brother lover and the
That
old
would
lady.
explain a
They
lot.
don't actually
Just
mention
straight
that.
inbred.
Yeah. Like, what happened? Didn't the lady even like, dog boy, like, get over here? Like, whatever the fuck she called him. Like, near the end when, like, they're on the bus and he's like, and they're like
Oh, and he jumps on the back of the
yeah,
truck.
and they're like, no, dog boy, come here.
I did not catch that.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I missed that too.
But yeah, I mean, it was what it was.
It could have just been me. Just like,
His
made
name
that
is
up in my
Dog
head.
Boy now.
Yeah, like, dog boy, get back in the car.
So then I didn't write anything for a while, and my next point is like basically when Max is coming back with the truck.
Oh, I wrote that the dude walks through the desert for fucking days,
No water.
no water,
But
makes it fine.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like, it's so dark and it's so noisy. Like, the film is super noisy. That whole entire scene, it's like there's no lighting. They didn't do anything to make the film look any nicer. It's just noise, camera noise. For the entire thing.
The how dark it is and how they're trying to light the scene.
Yeah.
It's just noise and yeah. It's
But
Yeah,
then, but then
Camera
it
noise.
goes to daytime, and he's 400 fucking meters away from. Like, he leaves at night. Everything's dark. He falls down the little ravine, I guess, where like Dog Boy saves him by howling,
yeah.
and then he walks off, and then it's like midday, and he's only like 400 meters away from the actual oil rig. I'm like, they should see you from every vantage point because you were just on the hill.
But he said he saw the truck 2 days away.
But this is when he went back. He
No, he
was
said
walking
2 days ago. Didn't say how far away it was.
I thought he said away.
No, he said 2 days ago I saw a...
Okay. I thought he said 2 days
Which,
away.
Yeah, they don't necessarily... It doesn't mean it's 2 days away. No.
Okay, sorry, I misunderstood that.
Because
So-
remember, he got to that hill and they spent a whole day there observing the grounds.
Right.
And-
Yeah, that makes it because I thought it was away. It was like, man, that can't walk so far.
He also has like that metal fucking thing on his leg, which they oiled up, which I thought was fucking hilarious.
Which, like, I also noticed, like, doesn't seem to impair him at all.
when the spoilers, his car fucks up and the truck, when that fucks up, he can't get his leg out properly, so he has to like
Pull it.
pull it out
Yeah.
because of the metal shit around his leg.
A lot of fathers don't understand that. But yeah,
I don't know if it's skipping towards the end, but it was relating to the feral child.
Yeah.
Boomerang boy.
Yeah, feral kid, dog boy,
Yeah, whatever.
Woofy.
Yeah.
Well, weren't you talking about weapons that
Wolfie.
wouldn't actually work?
snake
I
grenade.
did bring up that before, yeah. So this child had some type of boomerang that was made out of obsidian and just cut anything it touched like it was nothing.
Yeah.
It's pretty magic.
Yeah,
I like that it
kick
like
the throw,
struggled
like-
to go through someone's head, but it went through fingers really flawlessly. And I get there's a difference
I
in
mean,
thickness there, but you
It
would
went
think
pretty
it would
far into his head.
sort of just like curved into it.
as much as prosthetics could show. Yeah,
I don't know. I reckon it would have been cooler if he just took the top of his head off. That's all.
Just scalped him. Now I was going to talk about the narrator at the end of the film was the feral child.
Yes.
Where did it learn to talk in the world.
I imagine
think there's some
around
time between the start of the film and the very
Yeah,
end.
there's a long time.
Yeah.
But, geez, started from a rough place.
he did start
Sounded
in a
very
rough place.
educated towards the end.
Yes, absolutely,
Obviously, the world had improved since
absolutely.
Maybe
they
someone
got to the Sunshine Coast.
someone's like,
I love that Sunshine Coast is where it is. It would have been worse if it was Gold Coast. Like Gold Coast was a land of paradise. It's better that it's fucking
I
sunshine.
love that line. There's the only thing out there to do is breathe.
Yeah,
Yeah, old mate in his army uniform
Yeah.
from the Second World War. Good old codger.
that seedy motherfucker.
And we're back.
Wait,
He's got to pour his wine
Thanks for
first.
holding. Like,
peek and pour his wine while we're talking. So my
very
next thing was when they get the truck back into the base. Has anyone got
Yeah.
anything before that? Because I'm probably like, he gets the truck, they get it going.
Yeah, like
gets
he
back
runs
into the
back
base.
through. Like, surely there'd be other people around there. By the way,
I mean, the truck driving itself. Why did he need to drive right through their camp?
yeah, like go
like the bad
around.
guys to get to.
Yeah, that's true.
Because it got fucked up on the way through,
Yeah,
and it was going to take him 24 hours
yeah.
to get it back on the road. Just a little detour.
Yeah, could have just detoured it.
Fucking zip around.
But they
half
probably
hour.
still would have hurt him. Maybe that's what he was going for. Like, they still would have hurt him, even if he went the other way around. Like,
I guess he didn't have enough gasoline to get home.
gasoline.
Gasoline.
I was really upset that he didn't run over the guy who threw a rock at his windshield when he's escaping in the truck. The guy like throws this rock straight up. I'm like, just run over the dude.
I don't remember this bit.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like he comes straight out in front of the truck and throws this rock through the windscreen. It's like, run him over. Just get it done with. Like, maybe I'm more madder than Max.
Maybe they didn't have the budget to
It
make
doesn't
someone
like break
explode.
through it, but it breaks the windshield, and that's when he like punches it open.
Yeah.
That's the reason that the truck windows busted, because this dude throws this huge rock, and I thought it was going to hit him as well, but he just like dodges him. I was like, fuck for.
Oh, is that when he like punches the windshield out, kicks the windshield out?
Kicks the windshield.
Yeah, because old mate threw
He's
a
the
rock at it.
reason.
Yeah. Maybe it was hard to see, you know. Guys.
Is that when the bad guy shoots her with that ridiculous revolver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That like family heirloom revolver.
Yeah, with a
pointless
scope on
fucking
it. Like he's
thing.
in Terminator 1.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool, though.
Well, fun fact.
No,
Terminator?
You can say it, mate.
It's your trivia, mate.
No,
It's your
I
trivia.
was just reading some
this was
trivia.
vanilla introduced
What's
as
this
well.
one?
I had no idea about this.
James Cameron was inspired by Mad Max for
it was
Terminator
too,
1.
yeah.
Yeah, this was inspiration. He's like, he saw this and it was just like, future robots coming back in time to fuck a dude.
Yep. Trivia. I need a button for trivia. There's trivia.
spicy.
Spicy.
It's less spicy.
Less spicy. Yeah. I'm glad. It's
So,
referring to my wine.
for anyone wondering what's going on, Peter
spicy
and
wine.
Brayden have swapped red wines
Briefly.
And can we get the? Why don't you guys give us a quick wine review?
Look,
Well, he
can we
hasn't
wait
tried
for
mine
this?
yet.
Yes, because I haven't indulged myself in
he's-
the wombat.
Okay,
He's
well,
nursing his
you just let
first
us know
one.
when we need to stop the podcast so we can do a wine review. Okay.
Can I hit the book bell when I'm ready?
Only if you can't self-book, but
Okay.
you can book other people.
So if you get Peter to say it,
Okay.
hit that bell, we can get it going. Yep. All
Continue.
right. So on the truck being fucked up, could have they picked a worse, dumber human person to relay the information back to them? The guy with like the fuck teeth who's like,
It was
"Go do this song, just take this on."
it was straight Monty Python skit. Like
It
it
was
was a
ridiculous.
Monty Python skit.
It was hilarious.
It was very funny.
The guy who's like, he's like, so the mechanic, the paraplegic dude.
Yeah.
And he's like saying what's wrong with the vehicle. And he's relaying it to this dude, and this dude's yelling it back across the thing. And the guy's got no fucking teeth and shit.
Fun fact. That wasn't scripted. They did it and he thought it was fucking hilarious. So he kept
I
it
love
up.
it.
Yeah.
That makes it even better.
Yeah. They started doing it like while they were practicing and they were like, that's fucking great. Keep that.
Well, I'm glad that that's comedy then, because it was fucking hilarious. But it was like, I was like, this is.
I think
this
it was
like,
meant
Why
to-
is this
it was
part of
meant-
such a
it was-
serious film?
It was meant to be.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta have some light.
Yeah, you got to put some
you
like
do.
lighthearted laughter before
But like
all
when
the
there's
rape
6
and
lines in the whole
explosions.
movie,
Yeah.
one of those being that. But it was pretty funny. I just thought I was
There's
watching
a
But
fair
he
bit
also
of
looks like he's
dialogue in it.
struggling so hard because his teeth are so fucked. Like he's struggling
Yeah.
to yell it back. Watching him, he's like struggling to yell these things back because his teeth are all
Do you think
over
in the
place.
casting they just lined up everyone they had and went, which one looks the most retarded?
I reckon they just
You.
went to the town, the closest town, and be like, you guys, you're all in.
Like
you've all got the
casting
same last
actress for
name.
the film was really easy.
Yeah.
Hey, $20 for anyone who wants to be in a movie. Hey, people are like, yeah, we'll do it. And it's like, all right.
$20 in the 80s.
Yeah.
That'd get you 60.
I get you a carton.
Good fucker if it would.
Maybe a couple. I'd hope 2.
No, it would be $10 a carton.
You reckon?
Nah.
Powers Gold
20
would probably be 10 bucks.
Look, I'm gonna do some research. Jamie, pull that up, please.
Jamie, pull it up.
I was just gonna say, how funny is when the gyrocopter dude rocks up to the camp, sees that chick, and goes, "Yeah."
It's creepy as
Straight up.
fuck.
Yeah,
Fuck.
her response isn't to run away.
She is a snack.
I guess-
I'm going to eat that.
I guess she's seen a lot of creepy dudes.
Maybe
like, in
all
her
of them are
time.
her relatives.
Yeah, so she's like,
well,
she's just used to people going like, yeah.
Oh, he's successful. He can fly.
She's also probably fucked half the people there, like family wise. Like,
Maybe that was
probably
her
pretty
job.
inbred there. So,
could have been her job
I
in
thought
there.
she was the doctor when I first like,
oh,
because when
she is, isn't she?
because like when old mate gets shot like a little bit before in the movie, and she gets the like breath, the lung thing that they put on to try and force more air in. I was like, oh, she's the doctor, and then she's just like falling in love with the weird fucking flight guy, and I was like, the fuck is happening?
Like, I jump a bunch of time here. So like my next thing is like when he's going to get in the gyrocopter to run away with her.
Oh yeah.
That's my next scene.
Yeah.
Well, I've got before that, and how good is the fake punch that Mel Gibson gives? Oh, man, well, he's trying to guilt trip him. Oh, what? You got a
man.
family? Is that what it is? It's a family, isn't it?
That's after this scene.
No, it's not. Is
Yes,
it?
it is.
What about when they're just driving in general
Yeah.
and they do the zoomies that you were talking about before?
Oh,
I mean,
where
that's
it's like
pretty
the
frustrating.
2-3 times
ramped
speed.
up footage.
Yeah, it happens a couple of times.
There's too much ramped up
When they
footage.
all
there.
just take off at the same time
Yeah.
and they're like, oh, we better make it look fast.
Look, zoom.
Well, that's the escape scene, yeah.
But that's 80s cinematography for you.
There's so much ramped footage in this film that it's like it's frustrating. It's like even the kid catching the boomerang is ramped.
yeah.
But at least they like fixed that. Like they're like, how did he catch that thing? And I was like, oh, he has a glove with
A
metal,
chainmail,
with
yeah.
metal shingles
Yeah.
like sewn onto it. It's like chainmail but cheaper. And they're like, yep, believable.
That'll do.
That'll do, Cobber.
That'll do, bloke.
Is that before? My notes are all over the shop.
I think they are, buddy. Yeah, because
Yeah, the punching scene was just
Yeah, it
before
must
they
have
left.
been really hard to combine your notes and your wife's notes into the.
yeah,
Fuck
it's got to be
off.
difficult doing that.
Is he cheating on his homework?
No,
No, sometimes his wife will just sit there and watch him because she's like a good girl who likes to like support her husband. And then like he has one set of notes, and then by the end of it, he has 2 sets of notes that he has to sort of like smush together.
One time I asked her for help because I was like,
I just imagine Monica listening to this episode and you calling her a good girl, and now she hates you.
Oh, that's fine. I have to. I'm doing this for Peter.
just use your Irish accent and just sort of break.
No, I wouldn't say good girl in there. I'd say lovely gal.
Lovely gal.
Oh, is such a lovely girl.
Yeah. You done?
That's it.
You're,
She
you're
likes
back
you
in.
again.
You're back in. As she'll like, as she's listening to this in the future, she'll like, I'll be asleep because she listens to podcasts when she goes to bed, and now I'll get hit.
She listens to this podcast when she goes to sleep.
Yeah,
I fucking doubt
smooth,
it.
Our smooth voices put it down.
Smooth alto sounds of our voices.
Well, ask her like, how was the podcast? I don't know. I fell asleep. I'm like, oh, okay.
But she's like, it's great. I've had the solid sleep since you guys started doing podcasts.
she gets to support me and go to bed.
Yeah.
Oh, still got 8 listeners. That's still holding strong with eight
Eight
listeners. guys.
listeners, yeah.
Still got them.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
8.
Yeah, all 8.
Well,
of
our
you.
retention's actually really good, so all 8 are still there. Yeah.
Exactly. So you were talking about old mate, the head of the camp, giving him this big speech.
Yeah.
My favorite thing is like, okay, I haven't got time for speeches. I want you to drive the truck.
Yeah.
Ends up giving him a massive speech.
Yeah.
And abusing him at the same time.
Yeah, and then he gives him the
He's-
best right hook that looks so
He's
bad.
just trying to neg him.
Yeah, he is. He's totally trying to nag him into doing it.
And it doesn't work, but then it kind of works. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, it does later on.
why does he still want to drive the truck?
Like he's bored. The guy
I've got nothing to live with.
I think the Sunshine Coast spiel really sold it for him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing else there to do
Why
but
wouldn't you want to
breed.
go there and just breed?
I'd like breeding. Yeah.
It's got palm trees and shit, mate. You'll fucking love it.
I like that. So after that, it's when Max leaves and everything like that. So firstly, fuck yeah, Nos.
Yeah. I knew you were saying that the moment I saw
I
Nos.
actually wrote, well, they have the family button. Slash family
I've got
canister.
another comment on it just a little bit later in the film,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
we'll come back to it. But that's great, the family button. The family beer and the family button.
That's definitely a weird porno.
Jesus Christ.
We drank a bunch of family beer, and now I keep hitting my daughter's family button.
Oh, no. Stepdaughter, no.
Oh, we're men.
Yeah.
All right.
Hashtag cancelled.
So now we get to like
They've left.
Pretty much like Max leaving and the car blowing up.
Yeah.
And
Which is
basically the worst part of the film.
Yeah, worst part, 100%.
So I was all in on this film up until this point.
Yeah, no, I'm with you 100%.
And this is because they killed the dog.
Yeah, 100%. Makes them the evilest people
They
ever.
didn't show it, which is good. But
Yeah.
Yeah, dog dies off camera, which is always a good sign.
And it didn't. I don't think it made a noise either. From memory.
It does. It
make a
was like,
whack.
it's like a.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Worst thing. Hey, does
they-
everyone
they-
else have guilt in a video game when there's a dog and you have to kill the dogs to keep them away?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I
Every
always
damn
have
time.
100%. Like,
No,
don't
I-
send dogs at me.
I don't
send dogs
have
at
that because they're bad boys. And I like
me.
good
No,
boys.
but they're all good boys. They're
You
doing
know
what
how
they're
you
told.
justify to yourself
Yeah.
at night you don't sleep.
I don't sleep. I don't sleep at night because of that.
I remember this game. I can't remember what it was, and I'm pretty sure it was Monica just going, why do you keep dying at this park? Because I don't want to kill the dogs. There's so many dogs getting sent up to me. And I'm like, but they're just doing what they're told. I can't. It's a game, Peter. Yeah, but they're good boys. Couldn't get away from them. You have to kill them. It's very sad.
That sounds like a shitty game.
Yeah.
Don't play it. Just don't play the game.
I can't remember what it was.
I remember Last of Us 2 has a few dog bits in it as well. And I was just
Yeah.
like, they're just bad boys.
You just have to like
They got,
convince you.
these dogs are just bad boys. They got leather jackets and they smoke behind like the toilets. They're just like a bunch of bad boys.
So Mad Max
We're still on the dog, guys. We're
Yeah,
still talking
I'm-
about the dog.
It's
Sorry, I'm
just it's hard, man, because it was such a good boy.
He was such a good boy.
like such a good boy.
Like good grades in school.
Set
Very
what he's told.
obedient.
Very very obedient.
took the rubbish out every
could
afternoon.
hold like a bone in its mouth that is attached to a trigger of a weapon and not like
Look.
chase whatever was outside of the vehicle.
Yep.
Like just
Yeah,
a
even when there was a
solid
rabbit
good
driving
boy.
past.
Rabbit,
Yeah.
rabbit.
Old mate in the gyrocopter
Now,
thought
now
he
there's
was
some
done
trivia
for.
around the dog, which makes this all a little bit more wholesome. And I know you both, Peter and Aaron, have got
I'll
it. So
let,
who wants to
I'll let
read it
Peter.
out?
Peter, you got.
So which part do you want? I mean,
you do all of it. You
We're
just
talking about the dog
trivia for the
outside of
dog.
the film.
okay, so the dog was they rescued the dog for the film and trained him to do a few tricks. Was very keen on the gyrocopters, the actor. After the production was done, one of the cameramen adopted puppy dog and took him home. And I mean, that dog was well dead by now, but
Okay, well, why do you have to put it down there?
I know.
You can pretend still, Peter.
I know.
I thought he was
He's
still
alive in
kicking.
my heart.
I only watched the movie on Tuesday.
Yeah, I mean, he's still alive very much now.
Maybe a dick.
40
40 years later.
Yeah. Holy did
Fuck,
I,
Mad Max 2 is 40 years old.
Yeah, I know. Do you have anything else that I missed, Aaron?
no. That was pretty much it. Yep.
Was there anything you want to add?
Not for that. I didn't really take notes because I just sort of just watched the movie. I was like, oh fuck, I didn't take notes. I'll think of something, and I really haven't because like I've just added to other people's shit.
You've done very well.
Hey, thanks, man.
This is why you're the actor.
I'm not an actor. Although I am on Internet Movie Database. Fun fact.
Nice.
Yeah. Wild. I found this out
YMDb?
yesterday. Yeah, I found this out yesterday.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you got a headshot on it?
No. Someone's just added me on
Can
there.
you please get a headshot on there, Aaron?
Yeah, please. Please.
It's just your face, but you superimpose an anus over the top of it.
I don't think Amazon allowed puckered anuses on there.
What about gaping ones?
Oh, maybe.
Well, it's IMDb, so
Maybe
you should
Ben
be able to-
Affleck's on there. So, like, I guess they might have it.
Yes.
How did you? That's
So,
beautiful.
look, from this, I'm pretty much at the end of the film. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
I mentioned cricket gear again.
I mean, we haven't talked
they
about, like,
shoot
the
dog,
ultimate
kill
fight
them
scene
all.
yet.
The ultimate fight scene.
Yeah, where they like have the big road rage accident and everything, and everyone blows up.
It's towards the end of the film.
Yeah.
That's where we're at now.
Yeah, okay, cool.
So my biggest gripe with this entire scene is how useless everyone on top of that truck is.
Oh, man.
Why the
that,
fuck?
That chick who
No, no,
seemed
even
like...
Yeah.
No, so ignore the chick for a second. Why would you have the only mechanic in your group of people, you know, when your world revolves around gasoline and fucking cars, your only mechanic who is a fucking paraplegic on top of the truck? That is a decoy.
Look, I guess he was prepared to go down with the ship, and he didn't really want to go to the Sunshine Coast.
That's ridiculous.
Sorry, I just found him on
Quite
IMDb
interested
and
to
added
know.
him to my favorites. So he'll notify me when he's in something new. Yeah, and he's now added to my favorites. It's beautiful.
Can one of you two please tell me why the paraplegic who is there and the mechanic is on the back of the truck?
Because he's useless. They're going to paradise where they have better mechanics.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's got no legs.
And then, you know what? He probably can't
I
breathe,
actually
and
was-
that's the point of the Sunshine
I
Coast.
actually thought that when he was on fire, he was just going to like get the Amazonian like sharp eyebrows chick to just
Yeah,
yeet
like
him off.
blondes
The,
in our world.
Yeah.
Princess.
yeah, just like yeet him off the top of the fucking fire truck because he's like on fire. And what does he do?
But he
cuts
has a
up his
bag of
bottle.
water.
He
How
cuts
good
up
is
his
that,
bag.
though? Him just like, oh, fuck.
But if he has a bag of...
He's just smacking himself.
But he was smiling the whole time. He was having the best time of his life.
if he's got a bag of water, though, why is she going in to try and help him? Because he can clearly do it himself.
Well, I think that was the last. I think it was
Maybe
drinking
he
water.
couldn't. Maybe she just thought, I need to help him. He's disabled.
She's just like, I need to
like-
pierce that
like
bottle
the
of
dude
water
in the
with my
wheelchair in
sharp
Scary Movie
eyebrows.
2. I can do it myself.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, David Cross before he sucks his own dick. Like he can do it himself.
Good point.
Thank you. That's
Yeah.
what his
What a
point.
So anyway, everyone on the back of that truck's fucking useless.
Yeah.
E-
No,
even
actually,
the
the one guy who
kid-
dies early dies because he gets that, what do you call those things again?
A grappling hook.
Grappling hook, thank you.
Yeah.
And he was the useful guy. He seemed to be doing some damage
yeah, he
before
took-
that
he
point.
took- some
How did
people
he
out.
explode?
Obviously,
I think he
Didn't he
had
have a
fire bombs.
flamethrower?
He had
He
fire
was on the
bombs.
flamethrower,
yeah,
wasn't he?
yeah.
Did
yeah,
he?
He was throwing
Molotovs.
Yeah,
Yeah, and that's what I think.
Okay. I mean, I didn't see any Molotovs actually on fire.
That's what they were throwing off the.
No, but I didn't see any... When he got grappled and shit, I didn't see
I just
any
imagine that
Molotovs.
was a breaking of like all of them in the cabin thing that fell off the back of the truck. I just assume that's
Little
what that
turret
was.
that
maybe
using-
falling onto the
Got
ground.
pulled off,
Created-
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it hit the concrete. It sparked. Boom.
I just was like, this is just 80s cinema. They're just making an explosion because they can.
Yeah.
That works too.
Explosions, bruh.
It was beautiful.
I think it looked pretty good. Some of the explosions nowadays are a bit rough, but
I mean, a lot of the shit we see
They were
today is
real.
not practical.
They were
Everything
real.
in this film is real, so it's automatically
no
better.
CGI.
That's the only time, and like so everything.
That's
runs
why
at
Fury
16.
Road's so good.
Yeah.
It's so
What a
much
wonderful
CGI
movie.
in that movie. Are you kidding me?
would have taken forever.
The only CGI in fucking Fury Road is like the background.
And how
backdrops
much
and shit.
background is in it? It's everywhere. It's half CGI.
You know what? I can accept CGI if it's the fucking background and it's still
you're
blowing
you're
fucking
"Nah, man,
cars up and shit.
OG, needs to be real, needs to be OG. That's the shit. But I can handle it for Fury Road.
If it's
because-
a background, no one cares about a background. You can't just
talk
take you
to
away from the
background
film.
artists. Thank you very much.
Look, Sam, I
Background
wouldn't
artists
argue
have more work because of that. You're saying people should have less jobs?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, CGI, there's plenty of people that will pay like $5 or like a good few $100 to get a CGI version of some furry character having sex with another furry character. But background artists, now that's something, okay? Making a background? Yeah.
he's defending his fellow colleagues on the database.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I
'Cause he's
know
on the
I know
IMDb.
people in the industry.
He's just sitting there. They took our jobs.
I've been in 2
He took your
films.
gym. Sorry, yeah. Fury Road sucks. Carry on.
Head of the guy who's like the head of camp, his car is the most impractical fucking thing in
That's
the
a stolen
world.
car too.
It is the dumbest vehicle in that film.
Is that the little buggy thing?
Yeah, the one they stole
with
from
no
the
protection
Marauders.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
It's like this car's made to go fast, and that's it. It has no weapons on it. It's just a
He would have
Open
survived
wheeled.
if he didn't like
He should have gone to the
got
Sunshine
closer.
Coast.
He should go closer back because he splits off the road
Yeah.
onto the side and had some people chasing him. If he fucking kept doing that, he probably would have survived.
yeah.
And like, he already knew it was a suicide mission. Why did he make Mad Max do it? Like, he's like, we had a deal. Oh yeah, but you know,
Do you think?
make my own deal. Like, he was just sending him off for another suicide mission anyway. That guy's a cunt.
Yeah. Do you reckon it's dog or not dog that no one ever mentioned to him that it's sand that he was transporting?
Yeah, why didn't they just take the truck
Well-
in general?
well,
they
no
could have
one-
just stitched him up big time.
Well, like
the
Max
whole
didn't
idea
know.
was-
Max didn't
yeah.
know it was sand.
Yeah.
But like old mate, absolutely knew it was sand.
Yeah.
And that's
All the
why.
people on the top probably knew.
Yeah, I imagine they would have. Yeah.
Why didn't they go?
Yeah. This is what I mean.
of
This
a
is why,
mission.
again, back to that paraplegic guy.
Because
He's a waste of a
Yeah,
mechanic.
because if there
No,
was
because
fuel in
he's-
there.
He's useless.
He's the mechanic.
Yeah, but he's got no legs. They have
have a little
He's
thingy
a
they pull
straight
around on.
Lieutenant
It's
Dan.
not on the bus.
Lieutenant
Yeah,
They blew
Dan.
up
bring
that
it.
place. Yeah, Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan, the mechanic.
You
He
don't got
sucks
no
then.
legs, Lieutenant Dan.
They could have just like
Maybe he had a protege.
the
Yeah, it was
guy
a-
with
it
the
was a
fuck
tooth
teeth.
guy.
Yeah.
It was a tooth guy.
Yeah, maybe he taught teeth guy everything he knew. He's like, I know everything. Put him on the thing. That's good. I got you. Gets there. What's this? It's a car. Sick.
They go broom.
Yeah, they got bomb.
Carburetor.
Like a
nope.
bomb.
Okay.
Ooh,
Spicy.
good one.
That's a good one. Anyone got anything else there?
I mean, during that scene when the helicopter crash lands,
Oh, I thought that guy was done for.
it doesn't really crash. It falls out of the sky.
I mean that
good
thing
to go.
that thing gets annihilated when it lands.
And
You
it's
see
made
it
out
in
of
the
like
film.
spoons and rivets.
And then just fucking drives somehow after that?
It's sick.
It's the best
So
vehicle
good.
in the movie.
Yeah.
The Interceptor's sick, but that can't even survive.
Yep.
This thing is a weapon.
Yep.
There's some fun fact about that intercept.
I just thought about it at the same time. Like, yes, my
Looked
boy.
straight over at you and was like, oh, yeah, I know he knew that one.
What's your fun
I think
fact
it's
about the
Peter's turn.
Interceptor?
No,
boys?
I'll let Aaron take this one because I took the one about the doggy.
Okay.
Well, the Interceptor was, all of the vehicles in that movie were supposed to be crushed afterwards, but the Interceptor got stolen
That was from the first film.
from the second one.
Yeah, but that Interceptor was from the first film too.
Yeah, but it was still going to get crushed.
Yeah.
And then someone stole it.
Took it to the UK.
I don't know where they took it to. I didn't get that part. But then for the third movie, they end up buying it back off the person, so it could be in the third movie as well, because it's family.
Nice.
Under the museum in the Broken Hill.
Where's
No
the
one's
muse-
going to Broken
where's-
Hill. You need
Where's
to
the
look this
museum?
up.
Sorry, it's in
It's in Broken Hill.
Broken Hill. Cool.
I've seen the car.
Hey, so you're
No,
more
you've
Mad
probably
Max.
seen. You've probably seen like
I've seen
a copy.
Well, it could be. Like,
You're more Mad Max than any
They
of
told
us
me
at
it
this
was real.
stage.
Of course they did. They're like, give us your money. Also, it's real.
I don't think I had to pay. It was like in a pub or something. Probably not real. It was probably
It's in
some
a
mash.
pub, so they're like, "Yeah, she real."
Something like that.
Yeah.
You want to sit in it? You can sit in it, mate.
A long time ago.
No, it's covered in glass. Just open it. She'll be right.
Long time ago.
My next point is I wonder if old mate Ranger with the mask. He presses the family button as well. So
Yeah.
I wonder if he lives his life a quarter mile at a time.
I always wondered that too.
Yeah.
It's like how he like leans
Yeah.
over, like do it.
That would have been groundbreaking back then. They'd be
Yeah.
like, what is going on?
Yeah.
No,
But
The
also,
cinema
like,
would have gone off.
he could have been Dominic Toretto. He speaks the same.
He's built.
Yeah, he's built the same.
Yeah, he's a powerlifter.
Yeah.
He's
I'm
all
pretty
about-
sure I've even heard
He was
Vin
bald.
Diesel say, "Just walk away."
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alternative casting.
Pulsating veins in his head.
Yeah, man. That
Yeah.
dude had some thick boy veins.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't know if they were added on or what, but I was like, that's a veiny dude.
A veiny
If
boy.
I like squinted my eyes, it's kind of like some weird like porn thing.
Of course it is. Going back to the good wine.
Just
Thank you.
finish it. Just fill it up.
Just top
Come
her
on.
up.
No. Keep going.
No. This is my laughter. This is my after.
After party wine.
this is fan fiction wine.
That's exactly right. Sam knows me well.
Alright, so my next and
Look
last
at your
point for the
little
film.
fucking paw. Shut the fuck up. Sorry.
That's because I've almost finished this glass. We're at about the same point, but I'm about to have another one.
But he's better at
Yeah,
it.
but you'll go to there. Let's go, man.
Move on, Peter. My last point, literally, for the film is that they're making a bad joke about the boy being a dog and then being the person that replaces the dog. But that's a dumb joke because dogs are forever better than child actors.
Absolutely. 100%. Couldn't
Always a
agree
good
more.
boy. Always a good boy.
Always a good boy. Dogs are always good boys.
Yeah, child actors will always let you down.
Yep.
Always.
That's me for the film. That's all I got.
Oh, I've got the one thing, like the exchange at the end between Max and the gyrocopter guy. It's fucking gay ass. So gay. Like, why? They're like,
What was it?
they just look at each other and like,
And when you say gay, you mean it's overtly happy.
that's what
Yeah,
I
they
meant.
were overly happy.
Okay. Yeah, there's no other way to say it. Sorry, I'm a creature of the 90s. Yeah, no, it's just like, why? What's the point? What is
I'm sorry,
this?
Peter. Don't hide behind your upbringing, okay? You know, get with the times, mate.
Sorry. Sorry. Hashtag don't cancel me. Hashtag it was just bad. It's just so bad. No,
I
no one
didn't
else
mind
catch
that, but
They're
the
they kinda
guy
like eye fuck each other.
explaining annoyed me more.
Oh, like I am the dog boy that's now not dog boy, and I am now the leader of this tribe.
Well, like, yeah, it went to say
Pretty dumb. Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, Gyrocopter led us with his new girlfriend, who might be my sister. We're not sure yet. And then I'm also the kid who's been talking the whole time.
I took over.
Hey,
No, what do you call it? The Northern Tribe.
I'm now the leader of the Northern Tribe. Look at me go. Ostruth.
I've still got me boomerang.
Remember me? I'm the music box kid with the boomerang and the glove and the ho.
I can talk now.
Yeah, he got very articulate near the end of his life.
Do you reckon just one day it's just like, nah, fuck this hell and shit, eh?
Yeah, better start using words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that.
So they're like, what the fuck did you just say? He's like, that, I want it. And they're like, have you been able to do this the whole time? Yes. I mean,
Has anyone got anything else?
still better if you're a 7 out of 10.
It's easily the best Mad Max film. I'll give you that. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Quoted.
Yep. You got anything else, Brayden?
No.
No. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, all I had was that, like, the acting's great. The strongest actor in the entire film only has 16 lines, which we touched on off camera. It's like,
oh right, yeah. The
yeah.
fact that the film has no lines is pretty impressive.
Yeah,
I mean, it still has lines, but he just has like 16 lines.
yeah. So he's the strongest actor on the film. Does barely anything. It does make it. It does make it rougher than it's
Just powerful.
It's powerful. It's so powerful, bro. What a fucking beauty.
Yeah. Aussie masterpiece.
Is it time to move on to the next segment?
Yeah, let's
I
do
think
it.
so.
All right, it's time to go to.
Question time. We're done with shitting on it, so now we ask stupid questions.
Ah, I hate how it ends.
What a banger.
It needs to. I need that second bit. Just
So hard.
hit me with that chorus, man.
This is how you know that we're like a really high quality podcast because we write our own music for it. Damn, that's a high quality podcast. They got all their own fucking music.
Yeah. Just us ripping off other people. But anyway.
I thought you guys hated covers too, which is like the best part. Like, I hate cover bands. Anyways, I know who I want to review my podcast.
Got it.
All right, so let's move on to what I've started calling the sauce, because the first part is the bun, and then we move on to the meat, and now it's the sauce, and it's the sandwich.
I like how you haven't mentioned any of those things previously.
I haven't. Now everyone knows. Like, damn,
I think it's just fucked up that you have the sauce on the bottom. All right, like,
it's the top.
No, you build it up.
are you building it up? 'Cause you did this.
Off from
You
the
went,
bottom up.
Yeah, the
you
hand
could- you
gesture.
could- the hand gesture-
Sorry, gentlemen. I'm very
hand
sorry.
gesture went like.
So
Listeners
you
at home, it
describe,
made sense.
Describe the layers. It says the bottom is the bun.
Yep.
Yep.
The meat is the it's a bit shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the sauce is the dumb questions we ask.
Also
afterwards.
called
Yeah.
onions.
Yeah, but where's the lettuce and the tomatoes?
It's a very simple sandwich, Peter. All right?
It's just the Bunnings.
Just a
Same
Bunnings. You know what? That's exactly what it is. It's
Holy
the fucking.
shit.
It's the bread, the sausage, and the sauce.
Why haven't we done this in the Bunnings way? It's just like bread.
COVID, man. Like, it's ruined.
And you can't put onions on Bunnings.
You can.
snacks
You can
Put on the
You
bottom.
gotta put them on the
now.
bottom.
Gotta put 'em on the
Oh,
bottom.
what the fuck?
What was that about
So
again?
technically, it's the bread,
So
the
people couldn't
onion,
slip
and the
on them or some
sausage.
shit?
Why did they do it like that?
Yeah, what was the thing?
Because
about
someone
the
tripped on the
outrage?
Yeah,
onions
slipped on
and
the onion.
dangerous.
Oh my
OH&S
god!
thing.
Because we've got to pander to the lowest
Fucking
common
hate
denominator.
people.
Yep.
Anyway, good.
We don't on this podcast, thankfully, because we have a very small listener base, so we can say really whatever the fuck we want.
And we love all 8 of you.
Thank you. Oh my god, thank you for
Wow.
subscribing.
Yeah, Peter has to love one of them because he's married to one of them.
Jesus
The other
Christ.
7.
That's one more. Okay, so think
Oh,
about it.
Aaron loves the other one because it's my mum.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say
so-
like, so it's Sam's mum, my wife, and then who are these other people?
All right. These questions again probably won't come out the same way that you guys have been asked them because I like to add a bit of flavour to them, which you guys have been getting used to. But the guest,
Yeah,
may,
Braydan.
you know,
Sucker.
all right,
I'm already stumped with the first one. But
Braydan. Oh well, that's not going to be the first one. We're going to go to that one last.
very good.
All right. You've been given a time machine and one simple mission: replace the lead hero and villain in this film to prevent the dog from dying in the film. Who do you choose?
Prevent the dog. Ah, jeez. So, in terms of the hero, I picked 2. I couldn't narrow it down to 1.
All right.
And I didn't go too far away from where the character was already, like I'm sure you guys did.
What?
So a first thought was an actor that I would find to be very similar to Mel Gibson, which is Russell Crowe. I mean, I just picture him in Gladiator.
They're interchangeable.
Exactly.
Yep.
Right.
They're both alcoholics. Abusive.
Second person that I picked that I'd probably prefer be Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen.
Steve McQueen.
Uh-huh.
One of my favourites. I feel like he's got the stare down. I know he can be a bit pretty boy, but I'm sure they could dirty him up a little bit. And I think he'd just fit perfectly.
And now I'm thinking like Burt Reynolds.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Look, but
Drop some Burt
I
Reynolds.
love Steve McQueen.
Yeah.
Fun fact, he died on my birthday.
Oh, wow. Happy birthday to you. Steve McQueen dead. What do you want for Christmas? Anything but Steve McQueen to come back. Like you did that last year, and come back.
Yep. But yeah, they're my two. If I had to pick one, Steve McQueen, for those reasons, I think he'd do great. And I think he'd save the dog because he'd put himself in the way.
Excellent. I appreciate that. Did you have someone for the villain?
Yeah,
Now,
so
your villain can either be Mohawk Guy or Humongous. For me, it was Humongous. For these guys, it was Mohawk Guy, I'm pretty sure.
for me, Humongous because he had lines. And I think Alan Rickman would do just an...
Damn it!
Do you have Alan Rickman
That was
as well?
actually mine as
Sorry,
well.
Aaron.
That's all right.
Now, I just thought he would deliver them so well and so villainous that I think it would fit the bill really well. I think he'd have to go to the gym a few times, but I mean, the whole purpose of the character, he didn't need to
It's
be
okay,
like that.
Sam, like CGI now, like backgrounds and stuff. It's just
Oh,
background
yeah, we
abs.
could buff him up big time. Just, yeah. So that was my villain. I just figured he'd fit the role really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I thought about
No,
it.
that's cool. I can see both of
picture
those
that.
things.
Sorry, Aaron.
Alan
okay.
Rickman.
It's okay.
The Aaron went with that as well. It's pretty rare we have people picking the same people.
I
Except
was going a different bad guy though. Like you went muscles.
Yep.
I went arseless chaps, but still Alan Rickman.
Even though he has no lines except...
just the stares, because like Alan Rickman does like good like camera work, like just looking at it, and I was just like, yeah. But originally I wanted like it to be like Bruce Willis as
Mad Max.
as Mad Max.
And Alan Rickman.
And Alan Rickman as-
Yeah,
Both in
okay.
Lethal
All right.
Weapon.
But I end up changing Mad Max. Has anyone seen? This is a very like left field, and it would not surprise me if none of you had seen any of these movies. But do you remember seeing like the Ernest movies, like Ernest
Yes,
goes to camp,
a long time, yeah.
Ernest plays basketball,
Yeah.
like stuff like that?
All terrible.
I know the actor
All
you're talking about. but no,
horrible.
I've seen the
Yeah,
movie.
Jim Varney is Ernest. Jim Varney is Mad Max. Okay, that guy wouldn't let that dog get hurt. He'll have magic sneakers. He will like something's gonna happen, and it's gonna be rough, but he gonna save the day.
Okay, I'm down for it. Peter?
Okay, so I came up with these obviously on the spot. So for Mad Max, I thought, who's really good at not delivering lines very often? And I thought, Kurt Russell. He would be a good Mad Max.
Kurt Russell would be a fucking brilliant Mad Max.
Yeah.
From like Escape New York,
Yeah,
Big Trouble in
exactly.
Little
Exactly. I
China,
actually
stuff
watched
like
that. I just watched that like a
him.
night before I watched Mad Max. So yeah,
Big Trouble in Little China. Oh my god.
this was more Escape from New York, but yeah,
Yeah.
like not saying too much. Like,
Spoilers, guys.
A little bit of Snake Plissken in your Mad Max.
yeah. Cool. My name's Pliskin. Yeah. Which was great. I thought, like, yeah, he'd fit that role. He could probably pretty much just like copy and paste into that quite easily. For the bad guy, I was thinking who was really good at wearing like stupid clothes. I thought, I can't remember the name of the film. I know you showed it to me. And Sean Connery. What's the name of the film where he's wearing that red fucking...
that was actually Sam. That,
Was it Sam?
Zykos or some shit. I can't remember. I always forget the name, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, yeah,
Always wearing the
He's like
Borat thing with the...
Yeah, like
Yeah.
a red onesie. That was, yeah,
Straight
like,
man.
Yeah, I was
Mancini.
like, you know what? Straight
Yeah.
up, Sean Connery could do that. There's no more bloodshed. Like
So Sean Connery is
Sean
humongous.
Connery is, yeah, it's humongous. Yeah, like what was one of the
did they
lines? Like,
slightly like superimpose him like a little bit bigger?
we
So it's
do it
just like
yeah, it's like we do it my way. It's like fear is our ally.
Just walk away.
The gasoline will be ours.
Just walk away and we'll spare your lives. Just walk away.
Your revenge. Yeah.
It's like, sorry, Peter. I'm sorry. I'm apologizing before I make fun of you.
I know my accent is terrible.
I was gonna say, as bad as that accent is, it's the best accent you can do.
He's got the Scottish accent down
It's
pat.
Sean Connery is the best impersonation you can do, and it's still awful.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Like, I know what you're trying to do when you do it, as opposed to like when you try and do Doc Brown, you're just like, whoa, like you just like this. Like,
Oh, dude, I can't do Doc Brown whatsoever. No, yeah. Sean Connery, I can.
I know what you're trying to
Yeah,
do. That's
yeah.
the best part.
So
If you
you're
told us
there,
you were doing
right?
it, we'd get it.
Yeah.
So I went like I told you, like usually we go comedic, but he went serious for this one.
good.
So,
It's good.
Like, and like Aaron sort of kind of went a bit serious. He's kind of
I mean, I didn't
a little
need
more
to.
realistic.
I went earnest.
Yeah.
So
Oh, no, but you originally said Bruce Willis and Alan Rickman before you
yeah,
did
then
that.
I
So,
had to change it.
yeah.
Sorry.
So second, yeah, okay. Look, I went with Mad Max as Chevy Chase because he was the comedy star of the 80s.
He was?
Yeah,
Jesus Christ.
National
Lampoon.
Lampoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Family Vacation.
I feel like he kicked his toe too many times in Mad Max, though.
Yeah,
But that would work.
he's like riding his motorbike, and he's like, He's like, what? And he puts his feet down. The motorbike just like keeps driving. He's like, oh no. Turns into like some shitty slapstick comedy.
Brilliant. And then because Humongous is primarily not someone who you care about the face, but the voice is really what matters.
Yeah.
Morgan
Like,
Freeman.
Who had,
No, I'm just kidding.
who had the best voice in like that time frame? And the best I could come up with is Gilbert Gottfried.
Holy fuck!
I can't even reenact that one. That's,
Just walk away. No, it's not even that. It's not even that.
It's worse than that, but it's still
yeah, way
grating.
worse.
I'm just trying to think of like Iago from.
You know what I
Yeah,
should've
that's
done?
the only way you can go.
you know, should have done. You should have got him on that Cameo app because he does it.
Yeah, he
And you
does.
could
do
have
it.
paid for him to do a skit, and we could have put this in.
I'm not
There's
doing
still
that.
time.
Given him some lines, and away we go.
Wait, throw Sam some money. He'll do it.
Look, I'm going to check how much he costs.
It's still probably like a few $100, I'd imagine.
Man, some people are really expensive. I
And
was
some
like,
people are really cheap.
yeah, it's crazy.
Shannon Knoll.
Is it how much is Shannon Knoll?
It's like $250 or something.
You can, if you had the money, right? You could get like the announcer from like like boxing and stuff to
Yeah.
say whatever the fuck you want.
Dude, I want to get Shannon Knoll to
He's
introduce our next album.
$175.
US,
Gilbert Gottfried.
$175.
Australian or US? That seems US.
Oh, look, I would
U-
assume it's
US.
US.
That
Got a 5-star out of 2,673 reviews.
nice.
I just remember hearing him say things like vagina, and it's like, fuck, man, like the worst fucking thing I've ever done. Vagina!
Yeah, he's
Look, we'll
voice is
see. I
grating
might
as
think
fuck,
about
eh?
this.
That would be fucking great.
He did like the vagina monologue, like someone got him to read the vagina monologue, and I was like, I hate my life. I hate every decision that's led me to this moment right here.
That's beautiful. All right. So those are mine. All right. Next question. Tim Burton is holding a loaded Helena Bonham Carter to your head. He threatens you. Pick one line from this film and get it tattooed on you right fucking now, or so help me, I'll blow your brains across the fucking floor. Tell us about your new tattoo.
Oh, look, we can go around the table the other way.
Okay, so mine is, usually you know me, I go a back piece, but I'm not going back piece. I'm taking a
fucked.
page out of your book.
I just have to realize I really did a really bad Tim Burton impression then, because he's usually like stoned when he talks, isn't he?
Yeah, that dude's high as fuck. You'd have to be high as fuck to be married to Helena Bonham Carter for that long.
Yeah. Cool. Anyway, I'm sorry I was so aggressive because it would be like, pick one line from this film and get it tattooed on you. That's like what he'd be saying. Anyway.
I mean,
I'm sorry, you may continue. Tell us about
yes.
your tattoo, Aaron.
So I'm a back piece guy.
You are. You're
I'm not-
a back piece guy.
I'm not going back piece this
You're
time.
a back
Okay.
puss guy.
Shock
Yeah.
horror.
I know, shocking. I'm going front.
Sorry, I'm just going to call TMZ really quickly. They won't believe this.
Yeah. Better get on the
Well,
horn.
you're on
guys.
IMDb.
Should I put this on your
database.
IMDb? Can I put this, like, can I add, is it like Wikipedia? Can
No,
you
I
add
want
this-
those other ones on the mind. I don't want.
Can
this
you
on my
add It's a Bit
IMDb.
Shit onto your IMDb?
I didn't make that, so potentially. I'll have to-
2021 to...
As
whenever.
yourself, like appearing as yourself. Like,
Current.
You
yes.
could probably do that. You could probably do that.
Sorry.
Can I get to my tattoo,
Yeah,
guys?
Sorry,
Fucking hell.
We're just so starstruck, that's all.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys.
It's really hard to keep, you know.
Proper celebrity
You
on
can
here.
suck me off in the back room later, all right? So
He gets his own room.
We can have a big party.
Aaron gets his own room. We all have to go hang out together. Aaron comes in later.
I always come like no point. So my tattoo, for fuck's sake, is it's a front piece. Now, not a back piece, because I know you're doing a back piece this time.
Hey, spoiler alert.
Yeah, fucking, that's what you get, cunt.
Jesus Christ.
Stealing your idea. I didn't.
So it's a front piece, and it's going to say, "I only came for the gasoline," like just under my ribs, and like a
The Mexican
rainbow, like
fucking-
one of those Mexican, like the rainbow type thing.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's actually going in the middle of the rainbow. It's going to have Mel Gibson holding like some tubing, like you're going to have to suck the petrol out, and it goes. The tubing actually goes down, and sort of like snakes around to my penis.
It's beautiful.
Curls at the end.
And it's like, I only came for the gasoline.
I like it. That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
thank you.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
This is a hard one to pick a line for, I think.
It really was.
agree.
Or when there was only 73 pages worth of script.
Yeah.
Yes.
And fucking 16 lines from the main guy.
I'm sorry, I didn't say it was your turn.
So you just looked at me like you're going to ask
Okay,
me.
you just think, okay, I can
you
look
know
at you and admire you
Sorry,
as well.
sorry.
Peter, what did you pick?
Oh, you want me to answer now? Okay.
Everyone's getting so antsy.
What I was going to get was
feisty.
like I guess a snake of writing around my body. So the guy's got a lot of work.
Yeah, he's got.
But,
I think
a
he
lot of
stole
work.
your
of
line,
work
Braydan.
for him.
I really hope not.
Yeah.
Why? What's
Okay,
your
yeah.
line?
Oh, look. Well,
Yeah.
just
Wait, how do you know? if
No,
I
just
stole
go.
it?
Just go.
Okay, I've got the. I did a little bit on this before, but it's like we do it my way. Fear is our only ally. Gasoline will be ours. Then you shall have revenge.
it's all good. That's not
No,
mine.
that's not Braydan's lines, okay?
So why would you get this one?
Because it's fucking gnarly, bro.
Because it's metal as
That's
fuck.
mad as fuck. You'd have like
yeah.
James Hetfield behind it, like holding
Yeah.
up his guitar and like
There's-
fucking devil horns.
There's a lot more to this quote, but I figured like it would just keep going. Like,
I just made it a bit better. Can I just tell you how I made it better? So you know the snake from the front of the Black Album.
Yep,
Okay.
classic.
So you got
He
James.
does.
You got James Hetfield, right?
Yeah.
Like is the background shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like holding metal horns up. And he's got his mouth open.
Yeah.
And out of
Oh,
his
it's his
mouth,
tongue?
those lines are coming out in the shape of the snake from the Black Album.
Yeah.
Well, my
Perfect.
balls are moist, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I would probably have to burn.
He would
myself
absolutely
at that
get
point.
that tattoo too. 'cause he
Yeah.
loves
I feel like you
Metallica.
would.
Yeah.
As the biggest Metallica fan here, you would absolutely
Yeah,
get
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
It's weird. You go to Peter's house and like it's just like fucking like he's got like James Hetfield signature axes and like framed fucking albums on the wall and shit.
The
So
weirdest,
weird.
the weirdest one for me was seeing like the Black Album signed in black ink by James Hetfield. That was the weirdest part
when
for
he
me.
when he gets really excited because he brings the UV light out, like, oh, check this out, and he shows you like,
He's like,
yeah,
no, not that one. That's my jisms. But like that's a signature.
yeah, yeah.
What's the real? Like, was it Lucy? Is it Lucy? Is the name of the album?
The fucking Lou Reed and
Yeah. Well,
Metallica
great.
one.
What a banger. Hey.
That actually did suck.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Come
some
on.
people can actually admit that, Peter.
No, it's
Yeah.
the best one. I mean, if we're gonna pick,
It's Brayden's turn to tell us about his
Sorry,
tattoo.
sorry.
Stop getting. We don't care about your love for Metallica anymore.
My tattoo has snakes in it as well.
Yeah.
I didn't say snake.
The hardest thing for me was where to put this tattoo.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to have to do like the whole 19-year-old female on the foot. I know you'd enjoy this, Peter. 'Cause it's,
Like actually on the foot or
yeah, look, on the foot.
Can we just pause for a second? I like that the foot joke thing is carrying over to our guests now, so they know Pete's in defeat before they come onto the show.
I think you'd appreciate it.
I'm glad that everyone knows that I was in defeat before I knew I was in defeat. Yeah.
It's a bit long, but we'll fit it on. So it's
Like
a
a
quote
shoe.
from the movie, obviously. It goes like this: "No, it's my snake. I trained it. I'm going to eat it." So it's from the scene where he's trying to wrestle.
Why did you
Got-
not
got
put this
snake.
on your dick?
That's honestly where I was expecting it on your penis.
I thought this was going to be a good idea too.
snake. I'm gonna eat it.
I just have too many ribs for that trick to happen. Trust me,
Yeah, but
if
you
I
have to
could, I would.
explain it. Like no.
I've been walked in on a few times. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I think it's pretty obvious."
I'm just
But
not
I've got too
selfish
many
like
ribs.
that, you know. So I just thought I'd do this one for Pete.
Yeah.
And that's
a selfless act,
yeah, that's
man.
what I went for, and that's where I'm going to put it.
That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
That's nice.
Thank you, guys.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
All right, guys, I need everyone to close their eyes.
All right.
Do I have to?
Yes, thank you.
It helps.
It helps you get into the meditative space.
Hold your breath. It gets
I
rough.
want you all to hear my voice in this ASMR space.
No, I'm out.
Does this help if I do this?
Eyes closed, please. Thank you, Peter. Think back. You're watching this film, and all of a sudden a face appears on the screen that annoys you so much that you bend the fabric of reality to launch your fist into the portal that is your television screen and punch this person in the face. This person has the most punchable face. Who are they?
I mean, straight away for me, it's the guy who thinks he rules the camp
Yep, same.
in the that have the gasoline.
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah, he just thinks he's better than everyone else.
He's so fucking... He actually has the most
He's the
punchable face.
only
His
one that-
face is so fucking annoying.
Yeah, he's the only one that thought he was important.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll pay
Mine
that.
was a tie with that guy and the gay dude on the bike, like the guy in the back.
second
'Cause
guy.
the second guy who gets like boomerang to the face because he has the most punchable face.
And what does he sound like when he talks? I know I did an impression before, but I reckon you can do a better one.
Nah, I don't think I could do that. I think what was your impression? I feel like you just nailed that impression. Any impression that could be done before.
Maybe we should
now.
ask Pete to do an impression of what he sounds like.
What do you reckon?
Who are we talking about?
The blonde guy on the back of the bike at the start of the film.
Does he even say
He gets
anything?
boomerang to the head.
No,
what does he
what-
sound
what
like?
do you imagine?
From his face, what do you imagine he talks like?
That's what he sounds like.
Oh, I think he'd be a little bit more.
Bit higher.
Yeah, I think Aaron would do it really well.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't
You've
think
just
so.
got to channel your inner.
Bikey.
No, he sits on the back of the bike though, so I
Yeah,
think
that's what the
it'd be-
men sit on the back of the bike, though, isn't it? Isn't he going to be like, yeah, you go?
I mean,
That's exactly how he'd talk.
We're talking about the same person, right? The blonde-haired dude.
Yeah, blonde
Yeah,
hair,
go.
feminine, possibly homosexual fellow will be on the
I
back.
mean,
or
if you
like-
channeled this, I think you'd get it down perfectly.
Show me
Oh,
that.
yeah, absolutely.
Can I have a vision?
No, I can't do that voice.
Can I have a look? Can I have a look
You
to get an
can.
idea of the voice?
I think you can.
Why can't I?
I think you can nail that
Give me
out.
that.
I don't think-
so
You're about the right size for it.
Oh, right.
And Aaron was never seen again.
I know the voice.
Okay, can you do the voice?
No.
Yeah, I can't do the voice either.
All right, that's okay then. So, Peter, who did you think had the most punchable face?
I thought it might have been the fucking gyrocopter dude. Like, he shit me off to start with. I'd hit him.
But he was having such a good time.
He
I'm not trying
was.
I'm not trying to talk about him.
But I would still
I'd
give him a
give him a
hit.
swell too.
That or old mate Wes. Yeah, give Wes a hit.
Which one was Wes?
He's the
He's the guy with the mohawk.
the Mohawk man.
Arsenal's chaps.
Mohawk
no,
dude.
I'd give him a punch in the cheeks.
All right, let's go to the next part. Next question. Well, the last question. This is that if the film was being rebooted today and the bigwigs of Hollywood have called upon us to make it better, how would we ruin it?
Oh, my first thing is, haven't they just done this?
Yeah, they did, and they ruined it. Don't worry about it.
There you go.
Definitely not Fury Road.
That was just for you.
Thank you.
I think a great way to ruin it would be to put cast Chevy Chase and Gilbert Gottfried in the lead villain remake roles.
I struggle with this question. I'm going to be honest.
We're rebooting it for the modern age. So I'm thinking straight away, like, most of the car scenes are CGI. Right, because what happens is we can do
Yeah.
more extravagant
Yeah.
things, like we can do more car
CGI,
rolls and stuff without the risk of insurance and stuff
One
like
of
that.
the voices,
But-
bear with me,
Yeah.
the guy from Big Bang Theory that everyone,
Ah,
the Bazinga guy.
Sheldon from
Yes.
Big Bang Theory as Mad Max, or
Yeah, absolutely. As the
Oh my
voice
God.
of Mad Max.
he could pull that role off, Peter. This is a serious retelling of the story, so he could pull that role off.
That weird-
I have one request in this new film though, that it's like all CGI when they're driving, but when it's them in the car, it's like old school when people are driving in a car and it's just like the screen running
You
behind
can screen
them.
running behind him,
Yeah.
because that's like that's because it's that vintage throwback. I feel
Yeah,
like we're
yeah.
tributing the original
Yeah.
film in that
Yeah.
sense. I guess
so
that,
it goes
yeah.
from like high CGI to just that.
Yeah.
Just a couple more Wilhelm screams as
Yeah.
people fall out of vehicles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we got to do Wilhelm
Yeah.
scream.
I think like most films trying to get away with one, but I think we need like
Oh,
six.
every single time.
several, yeah.
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 Yep.
I think Shia LaBeouf for me is who I'd put in there to ruin it.
As Mad Max or as a
As
villain?
Mad Max.
Okay.
Look, I don't want to be in Mad Max though. And
Well,
I
wait, hold
look a
on.
lot
We've got like a
Shia
reputable actor on the table here, so like,
Like actual professional.
Yeah, an
yeah,
actual
so we could
professional.
probably,
So
probably
Aaron,
put you in it. Which character would you like to be?
Someone who gets shot in the face, but not the gay guy.
I reckon, you know what? Aaron as Humongous would work pretty well.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know
I
what I
can see
mean?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I always think
And
he's a bit humongous.
we could sell him as someone who is non-gendered. I think that's really important in today's age. Just make film more accessible.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm okay with
We'd
it.
shave the beard though.
Yeah.
I'm-
Couldn't
I've
have a
lost-
beard.
I've
Actually, you know
lost.
what? You could have a
could
beard. Would
CGI
probably
it
give you a
off.
good set of tits.
Now look what they did with
Oh,
look what
fuck
they
that.
did in Justice League. We could just
No, I saw,
CGI
I
it
saw how
off.
that looked. What kind of tits are we talking about? Like,
Just like some bees, nothing crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, because we really don't want to push gender on people. We're trying to make it more accessible for a wider
but
audience.
it's
So you can be who you want to be.
Yeah.
That's what's really important.
But I want to
And
have
Every
bigger-
character is
I wanna have
marked as
bigger-
they.
I would like to see him with some bolt-ons.
Yeah, just some
just
tickle
straight
bitties.
Jenna
One bolt on.
Jameson's.
One.
Singular.
Just one
I can be a
bolt-on.
mono boob.
The other one's sort of deflated.
Yeah,
falling out.
one bolt on.
Oh, so I have to
well,
have two.
I guess that encourages like body positivity. So we could do that. Yeah. So like one D and then one like
Are you trying to
deflated
ruin
D.
this movie or make like a
We're trying to make the
Hollywood
film
blockbuster?
better for Hollywood. That's what we're doing, right? In this current day and age.
And
like,
making it
let's-
That's the whole
accessible as
purpose of
well.
making it
Because
more
you said,
accessible to people.
like, how do we ruin it? And I'm thinking like this is just a banger. Like I'm in it. I've got one singular bolt on.
The other one's there, but it's deflated. That's
It's
what
like
I'm saying.
it's like raggedy titty.
Yeah.
You've also got a mask.
Yeah.
Hell
You got Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory. Like
I don't want a gender fluid
As
mask. I don't want that
Mad
much
Max.
fluid on my face.
maybe Mad Max should be a
Big
girl.
mask.
This is a jizz joke.
Yeah,
You
it's
got that?
a
You
big
got that?
mask. Yeah.
Yeah, Mad Maxine, maybe.
I'd fucking rock that.
Yeah.
Who would Maxine be?
I'm thinking
Whatever she-
the girl from
whatever
the-
they wanna be.
Not the blonde girl from Big Bang Theory, but the nerd girl who dates Sheldon in The Big Bang Theory. Mayim Bialik, I think her name is.
The
Oh,
one
like
who's
you don't
actually-
know.
Speaking
Is that
like speaking
She
like
should be
someone
Mad
who's
Max.
watched the show fucking a million times.
Actually a
Sorry, yeah.
scientist.
What's her name? Sorry.
He's
Peter?
actually a
have no
scientist or a
idea.
heart surgeon or something like that.
I was
Something
wondering-
like that.
Yeah.
Because like one of them's attractive.
She's just like, this is the one that I guess is a bit more average. We wouldn't say unattractive, Peter. We're talking about everyone here. Everyone's acceptable and has this acceptable body type.
Sorry.
Body positivity. Aaron's trying not to kill himself. That's the point of this question, by the way. We're supposed to make the most like, this is the
Awkward
point.
conversation. Yeah.
I thought Aaron would be getting excited about his fellow cast members. You're going to have to
think
work
that-
with all of them for weeks on
Yeah,
end.
Mad Maxine,
Again?
Road Warrior.
In
Thank
the
you.
desert when it's
Where it's
freezing.
called freezing desert.
Do you want to work with Cypher as well? Like, should we let her be in it?
Yes, please.
As long as she's got the same haircut.
Yeah, as I said in the last episode, I don't care if she's still got that haircut.
Yeah. All right, so I think that does a pretty good job of selling it. So we pretty much keep the story the same. It's still about the gasoline, but it
But
very
instead
much.
Can we have
It's guzzling. He's a shit.
like a girl power moment like they did in Marvel movies?
Yeah, absolutely. What I'm thinking is most of the camp should be females, but only a couple of men that are probably in chains. Let's
Yeah.
keep it safe.
Yeah, where they
Jesus
belong.
Christ.
I think we've got to change the destination that they're going to as well to Bonnie Doon. Be even more ochre.
Wait, is that in New South Wales as well? Just throwing it out there.
I think it is. It's either
Yeah.
there or Victoria. I'll have to double check. But
So we're heading to Bonnie Doon.
Bonnie Doon.
It sounds more
Up
Australian,
the
so I
Sunshine
like that
Coast.
kind of like.
Head
Bonnie
down
Doon.
to Bonnie Doon.
Yeah. There's a nice lake
I've
there, you
been a
know.
slave for many years, Struth.
I don't want to latch too hard to the Australian theme of it, though. To be fair, I think we should sort of just set it in nowhere in particular.
It
Really? I
actually
thought
is
you'd
set
go full
nowhere in
ochre.
particular.
It's
I thought
Victorian.
you'd just go full ochre.
That'll
No,
do.
I
It's like
think
the
I
one
think
chance that
Australians
we
have a
have.
bit of a bad name and they can come off as a bit racist and gross.
Can we?
So let's keep it very neutral. Thank
Just
you.
uncultured.
Based on our podcast, I don't see how that's possible, Sam.
Yeah, we're
All right, so
we're
we
doing
have
it for
So we
PC.
have a film, Mad Maxine, Road Warrior, with Mayim
Road Princess.
Bialik, the chick from Big Bang Theory, the one that dates Sheldon as Mad Max, basically Mad Maxine. We have Aaron as the humongous with one breast implant, the other one's failed, unfortunately. Castings are still very much the same.
Yep.
But they're all pretty much CGI to make it easier for us. I do think the vehicles probably should all be electric, though.
Can Sasha be in it though?
Yes, I was going to
As
say,
doggy.
what about the doggo?
Yeah,
Are we
Sasha. I think
changing the
Sasha's
doggo?
probably a good doggo.
I think probably a Chihuahua, though.
Really?
To be fair,
They
I mean,
have
really,
enough
really,
movies.
really have that legally blonde flex on it.
Like a Mojo from Transformers with the broken foot and everything.
I don't know what you're talking
Come
about.
on, you've seen Transformers.
Yeah, I don't remember a dog in it though.
Yeah, it was really
dog.
like an
It's-
unneeded.
it's a
needed
tiny
film
chihuahua.
there, Yeah.
I like that Aaron's like ready to kill himself.
Well,
sat
he knows
in
he's
his
in this
chair.
film, so.
Just resign. Resenting all of us.
Wait, Sam, do we get to do sound for this film?
Yeah, no, it's going to professionals.
Brian May gets another shot
You've
at
done
this.
enough.
Oh my god.
I want to write the theme tune and sing the theme tune.
All right, I'm glad that was the point of that segment. By the way, it's the first time we got to do it. The whole point was to
bring
Just
me
destroy
down.
it.
just
Yeah,
destroy
destroy
a fucking film with
Well,
like
now that we know Aaron's
crappy
on
culture
IMDb,
that exists in Hollywood
Now that
today.
you're an actor on IMDb, we can bring you into every single one of these because you're technically an actor.
It does not even have my face in it, so like,
Yeah,
who
we
even
can have
knows
a
who that guy
professional's
is?
We're gonna have
opinion.
to fix. Yeah, we need the professional opinion.
To be fair, there could be more than one Aaron McSpadden.
Yeah, it's a very
Wait, I
common
said Johnson.
name.
I didn't
but
say last
I
name.
know-
Fucking, let's cut that out. Shit.
Looking at the films, it's definitely you.
Like, I have been in some adult content before, yes.
No, I can't say it because it was like we bring in your last name into it. So I'll stick
I
that
just
there.
said his last name before.
Yeah, I
had to
know.
make a
You-
fucking mark it
You
down.
both did a
Mick-
few times, actually.
I got you.
I was
going
gonna
to
say McSplatten, but like it's your porn name, McSplatten.
Everyone knows my porn name is Lance Hardwood
Or Vanilla Thunder.
or
Absolutely.
Vanilla Thunder.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Shall we move on to the fan fiction?
Yeah, but before we do,
I'm gonna pee.
yeah,
I'm just defeated after that.
I thought you'd be all into that. I was like
Oh,
thinking to
man.
myself, like Aaron's gonna be super into this. He's just gonna help us make this worse and worse.
and then I'm in it with. and I was like,
you're in a lot of things.
I didn't even know how I got there though. That's the part that fucks me up.
for telling me, man. Thanks for telling me. Now you're my favorite actor. You're my only actor that I've favorited on that entire thing.
All right, so it is time to move on to the fan fiction, which I think is this button here.
Fanfiction, motherfucker. Yeah, fanfiction, motherfucker. Yeah, bringing it that hard, bitch. Yeah, fanfiction, motherfucker. Yeah.
So the fan fiction this week was really, really hard to find any good fan fiction on Mad Max 2, The Road Warrior. So I wrote it. With all the experience that I've had having to find these fucking things, I sat down and wrote it myself.
So much experience that is needed to write fan fiction too. Yeah.
Well, just to get a good understanding of like, you know, how we put a dick in an ass, Peter.
Yeah. Did you like misspell a whole bunch of things to make this really?
No, because I wrote it. So
Oh wow.
yeah.
How's this gonna flow without the spelling errors?
Like there's probably still some spelling errors in it, let's face it. I wrote it in an hour and a half, so that's my excuse for the quality of it.
Hour and a half. This is some good amount of words for an hour and a half.
And usually
I
it's
feel
like
like
one
you've put
page, but this is
effort
like
to
20
this.
pages. So
Look,
Sam,
there,
is this a
there
novel?
genuinely was effort for like the first probably hour, and then I was tired and over it and didn't want to do it anymore, and it falls off in
He
quality for
jerked
sure.
it way too many times by
It's
then.
already half the length of the whole script, so I think you're doing well for an hour and a half.
It's 10 pages, not half full length. Come on, man.
Good old Sam half length.
Yes. All right. Let's just.
Let's cut into it.
All right, Pete, you got the singing set, you got the music brush.
Sure, let's do this. Let's see how this goes.
I should fuck up when I'm talking because I wrote it. You'd think. I gotta get my accent right. The hot sun beats down on the beating heart of the V8 Interceptor as it turns down a dirt road. The gyrocopter in the distance seems too good to be true.
Likely a trap. Best be cautious, boy.
Max says as he looks across to his dog, the one that will never die. He pulls up a safe distance from the gyrocopter, grabs his sawed-off double barrel and exits his vehicle with caution, dog at his side. Scouting the surrounds, the ground seemed devoid of life, just dead trees, rocks, and a curiously placed gyrocopter. He carefully approaches the gyrocopter with each step, the sand crumbling under his boot. The cooing of the wind and the harsh heat of the outback challenge his senses. As he approaches the gyrocopter, he notices a snake wrapped around the rotor.
A trap. No bloomin' surprise there.
He turns to address his dog, now growling and barking at the sneaky snake.
Easy, boy. Sit. Wait.
Dog sits, begrudgingly, as Max reaches out for the snake whilst addressing it like an old friend.
Look at you, you beaut. You gonna play nice or?
Suddenly, the snake snaps at Max's hand, but he's quick and dodges the sneaky snake with ease. Max reaches out his right hand towards the snake once more.
Oh, you're a cheeky bugger. Come on now, play nice, you sausage.
The snake strikes again, but Max is quick. As the snake attacks, Max quickly snatches the snake from the rotor with his left hand, grappling around its neck.
Wah, gotcha, you bugger. You'll make a good snack.
Just as Max is about to gut the bugger, The ground at his feet shifts rapidly away from him. Max falls face first to the ground. A man ejects himself from the sand, crossbow in hand, aimed straight at Max. Dog is barking, but also cautious. Max turns to attack, but the man is already on top of him.
Oi, easy there, mate. Drop the snake. Tell your dog to shut it, or I'll take him out first.
Yeah, righto.
Max throws the snake away from the both of them as the man holds the crossbow closer and closer to his face. Dog is getting more aggressive.
The dog, shut the dog up, or I'll do it for you.
Easy, boy. Away and go to the car. Get.
Dog returns to the vehicle. He is now safe and will not die. Don't worry, we have hearts, we wouldn't do that. Max lays on the ground, doing his best to look up at the gyro captain, but the intense light of the midday sun penetrates his eyeballs and he can only make out the silhouette of a man.
Alright, easy, mate. Just don't get me up. Just let me get up and we'll talk this one out.
Oh, wow. Stay put, your jacket. Take it off.
Max seems uneasy. The man appears fully dressed. What need would he have for a jacket? But Max complies.
Look, throw the jacket by the stake.
Max complies.
All right, now your pants, your shirt, and anything else you got on, get them off and throw them over by Wilfred.
Wilfred? Mate, there's no one else here. You lost your nana.
The gyro captain seems irritated by the question and snaps back.
The snake. The snake's name is Wilfred. It's a lonely place in this world. Nobody judges a man with a pet dog, but the moment I name a snake, everyone loses their mind.
Alright, easy, mate.
Sorry.
That's your best line, and you love that. You're like, I wrote that. That's my line.
This is great hearing it come to life. Max is still wearing his shirt and pants.
All right now, champion. Enough. Shirt and pants off. Now.
Max begins slowly undressing as he addresses the man.
I'm sorry. No way.
You're looking for look, mate.
Look, mate, I understand you want my jacket. It gets cold out here at night, but if you're planning on leaving...
Enough. Stop fucking talking and get undressed. Stark fucking naked. I want to see your dick right now.
The switch flicks in Max. He finally understands. As he's unbuttoning his pants, he stops and looks up at the man.
Mate, just put me out of my misery. I'm not going to lay here and take your disc while still breathing.
The man, now more frustrated than ever, pulls out a set of handcuffs and goes to cuff Max.
Too bloody bad. I'm getting my tip wet with someone that still has a beating heart for once. Too many lonely nights, mate. Too bloody many.
The man approaches Max, crossbow lazily aiming at Max in one hand and handcuffs in the other. As his focus falls to gain the handcuffs on Max's wrist, Max quickly throws his arm at the crossbow, knocking it from the man's hand while simultaneously kicking the man's legs away from him, causing the man to fall face first into Max's crotch. Max wraps his legs around the man's neck and spins like a croc in a death roll to get him on top of him. Max grabs the handcuffs and climbs on top of the man and scooches down. Now straddling him from behind, Max handcuffs the man.
You know, mate, you're right. It does get lonely out here.
Ah, shit. No, come on. I was just joking, all right? Fuel. I can get you fuel. There's plenty of it now. I can show you.
Well, maybe later, mate. Truth is, all your talk about getting your tip wet got me all moist, and now I'm thinking maybe it's time I get my tip wet. So hold on tight. I'll be right back.
Max grabs some rope from his belt and ties the man's legs together, then gets up and walks over to the interceptor. He rummages around for a minute, turns the key of his beast to the on position and puts in a copy of the album Rise by Daryl Braithwaite. Horses starts playing. The Horses starts playing as Max walks back over to the man whilst unbuttoning his pants.
Now, where are we? Oh, that's right. We're going to be riding on horses, yeah?
The gyro captain begins to struggle as Max pulls out his knife and cuts the ass out of the man's pants.
Oh, please, no. Not now. Don't fuck me with your knife.
Easy, mate. I'm not that twisted. Like I said, I just want to get my tip wet. Now, you got a name, mate? I'm not big on fucking the nameless.
Oh, just call me the gyro captain.
The gyro captain screeches whilst burying his head in the sand. This isn't the first time he's failed at getting his tip wet, though this time he feels somewhat safe. Max spreads the man's cheeks and stares deep into his unwashed freckle before diving face first into that ass.
Say unwashed freckle.
His tongue...
Yes.
His tongue vigorously rimming the edges of His tongue vigorously rimming the edges of the gyro captain's asshole, collecting sand and shit flakes as it tunnels closer and closer into the asshole. To Max's delight, the gyro captain starts moaning.
Oh, you filthy boy. Eat that freckle. It's all yours.
Max comes up for air.
Oh, glad you like it. Now brace yourself for a firm sausage, bloke.
Max forms a spitball at his lips that begins to stretch and string from his lips, eventually snapping off and falling directly onto the gyro captain's asshole. The gyro captain flinches as the wet spit makes contact with his button. He lets out a surprised sound, almost of relief.
Oh, the Outback's an awful place. Those other fucks might fuck you dry, like my cock covered in shit, not blood. Now relax, or don't. I'm going in.
Max grabs his pulsating length and rubs his tip in the well of spit that has pooled in the captain's asshole. He leans in and penetrates the gyro captain with surprising ease.
Oh, fuck.
Max begins to thrust. The gyro captain moans and grunts in ecstasy as he feels Max's length drive deeper and deeper with every thrust. Max looks down to see a light brown tint on his cock.
Oh, looks like someone's had a turtle head tucked away.
Oh, yes. Push my shit in.
Fuck, it's so much worse to know that you've written a set.
Don't worry about me.
I think you're going a long way.
Max continues to pound relentlessly at the captain's ass. Small amounts of feces are being forced out with each thrust of Max's epic girth. Braydan, that's both of you.
Yeah, we're both moaning in pleasure from such good dick times. Oh. These are great dick times.
Slow down.
Look at this intense pleasure from such good dick times.
Max's thrusts are getting faster and faster as the build-up of filth on both of their lower bodies grows thicker. Max leans down and bites the captain's ear before saying,
You ready for a gallon of Max gas, big boy?
Oh, fuck yeah. Fill me with that big girth of yours. Heaping hunk of man meat, you boy.
Max slams. He slams hard, then harder and harder again, until he lets up a beckoning moan of pleasure. Max unleashes a mighty thick gallon of greasy goo directly into the colon of the gyro captain. Max counts each rope as it launches into his captive.
1 rope. 2 ropes. 3 ropes. 4 ropes.
Then with one fierce final thrust,
Ropes.
What have you done to me?
on the 5th rope of Max's guzzling injection, the captain blew thick ropes in his own pants. Both men now lay next to each other, covered in filth and leaking cum. Max looks over to the gyro captain.
Is that enough gas for ya?
Max says as he smiles whimsically. The gyro captain laughs.
Yeah, nah. I think that'll get me through the night.
He leans in and kisses Max on his big dumb face as the two embrace each other against the gyrocopter. Dog lies asleep in the car, completely oblivious to the lewd sex act that just taken place as he went on his own magical adventure and became immortal. The end.
Cunt, that was fuck.
I'm sorry.
Sam.
You know how you were like, yeah, these people can't write things, so one day I should write my own. No, you should not.
I had a really good time. I thought this is how they all went.
My one issue, Sam,
They do.
The only one issue is every time you mentioned whenever Gyrocopter was talking to Max, I wanted you to call him fella. And you have to call him big boy. He's like, you're a big fella. Is what I wanted.
I'm sorry, Peter.
That's the only criticism is
You really
the
enjoyed
lack
my
of
freckle.
fella. Yeah, my freckle. Jesus Christ. Dirty freckle.
I think my favourite moment was hearing
The tint.
the snake's name thing with Wilfred. That was like a dumb thing that I got really excited about. But then the next thing was definitely... Actually, the Devil Braithwaite, that's right, we're going to be riding on the
that's
horses. Yeah, it was pretty good.
That was fantastic.
That was fantastic. Thank you, Sam.
But no, my favourite was looks like someone's had a turtle head tucked away. And Braydan follows with, yeah, push my shit in.
I say push, got my shit pushed in a lot, don't I?
Yeah, you do. That's literally inspiration from you. That's where that came from.
Anyway, I got my shit pushed in, and Sam's like, I'm going to write this down. I don't know when.
It just fits.
Alright, so to summarise, Mad Max 2, not the real Brian May. They excessively waste gasoline when it's the most precious resource they have. Everyone's dressed in village people outfits. All the footage is fucking ramped. They killed the dog. Everyone on the... What is that word that I've written?
Baddies.
Everyone on the truck sucks. And last but not least, they killed the dog.
He said that twice now.
Yeah, because
But
it needs to be
said
the third one.
If there's a central point why this movie sucks, it's because they killed the dog.
Yeah.
So I think-
why it's a bit shit, you should say.
So they could have saved the dog for the car chase scene and everything. He could be the one shining light on the truck.
Yeah, exactly.
you imagine-
He can have value on the truck.
Could you imagine if the dog jumped across and just like
Grab
fucking-
the shell.
Just got gargantuan.
No,
what's
just
his name? Humongous.
fucked off humongous. Like
Yep.
how good would that be?
Yep. All right, so not the real Brian May.
Academy winning.
Excessively waste gasoline, village people outfits, rammed up footage. They kill the dog. Everyone on the truck sucks, and they kill the fucking dog. I think it's pretty much safe to say that. Thank you for listening to this episode of It's a Bit Shit. We hope you had an enjoyable time listening, as we definitely had a banger of a time recording it. If you've been enjoying It's a Bit Shit, make sure to share it with your friends and follow us on Facebook /It's a Bit Shit and Instagram at It's a Bit Shit with 3 I's in the shit, not in the it. You can also find us on YouTube, Reddit, and Twitter. We have 1 episode left for this year, and then we'll take a short break to grease the gears and prep for season 2. If you've made it this far, congratulations. You did it. Take this moment and cherish it. Today, unlike every other day, you can rest assured that you accomplished something important. Good job. Thank you for listening. Enjoy the rest of your waking hours in this current 24-hour time period of which you're existing in, and goodbye.